There is only one dream, one prize, one YouTube channel to catch all the action on, one moment of glory, to get your name etched with the greatest of all time. We all want it. We all need it. Only one will get it. This is our year. This is our time to live, to fight, to win. Lord Stanley, we are coming for you. Subscribe today and don't miss out. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. Happy Friday. It's here, and we're back live with another game. This time, it's at the Bell Center in Montreal. This crowd is going to be off the chart. It's going to be crazy loud, and I can't wait to see what everybody's going to be in here and how fired up they are going to be, so I cannot wait. Good night, Munchie. What's going on? Welcome in. Stefan, how's it going? Hey, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Sell me your socks. Beverly, how's it going? Boss man, what's up? Welcome in. Sweet. How's it going, Amelia? Good to see you. Marshall, what's shaking? Coach, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Jonathan, how's it going? Jay Robert, welcome in. Oh, my goodness gracious. I cannot wait. Alan, what's up? Welcome, Billy. Good to see you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Richard, how's it going? Richard, you know we're thinking about you tonight. Irene, how's it going? Welcome in. Hoping for that Habs win. Need to get a big win today. This is going to be huge, and I'm so excited. You know, the last time we had a sold-out Bell Center game, playoff game, a sold-out playoff game in Montreal was back April 20th, 2017. 2017 was the last time we had a full crowd here, because after that, it was over the COVID years when they only allowed in about 3,500 people. So what a difference this is going to be here tonight. New York, Neil, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Neil. But this is going to be massive. The Canadiens are making a bunch of lineup changes. There's a lot that hasn't even come out yet. We're still waiting to see who's actually going to show up in the places of some of these folks. but this is a must-win game for Montreal, so they are leaving everything out on the line. No worries, boss man. No worries at all. Oh, I remember, Stefan. I remember. Cool guy, what's up? Welcome in. Big lineup changes. So before we get to those lineup changes, tonight is going to be key for the Canadiens. They haven't scored a first period goal since during the series. They've been dominant during the third, but they need to get out and get going here early. First period is a must for the Canadiens to show up. Now, for the Capitals, Ovechkin, he has not gone consecutive games without scoring a goal since March 11th to 13th. So Ovechkin scoring in game one set the pace. He is going to look to do it here tonight. He's going to look to get crazy. So this is the lineups. This is what we're believing we're going to see. Crims, what's going on? Welcome in. Random, welcome in as well. Jess, how's it going? Your grandma's in the chat. Oh, Jess, I'll make sure I'll keep the language appropriate. We're always appropriate, but welcome in, Jess, and welcome in, everybody. RK, how's it going? Okay, let's go. Here are the lineups, or at least the projected lineups for tonight, because we don't exactly know who's going to show up. We have Ovechkin with Strome and Beauvillier, Connor McMichael with Pierre-Luc Dubois and Tom Wilson. We got Mangiapane with Ehlers and Leonard, Duhaime with Dowd and Radish. So no changes there for the Caps. On the D side, it's going to be Chychrun with Carlson, Sandin with Waugh, Alexiev with Van Riemsdyk, and no surprise, Logan Thompson going to be in here tonight for the Caps. He has been outstanding. Now, excuse me, I almost got choked up. Here it is for the Canadiens. Top line is going to be the same. Caulfield, Suzuki, Slafkovsky. We're still going to see Anderson with Dvorak and Gallagher. Now is where things get interesting. Patrick Laine is not in tonight's game. He did not take morning skate. There was a game time decision. He might be in, but he did not take the warm-up just before. So Patrick Laine is a no-show tonight. He's out. So Newhook and Demidov, they are going to be playing with, we'll have to see who their line mate's going to be. I believe it could be Armia, Heineman, and Evans on that third line. They're going to be with Kapanen. So Kapanen is going to slot in on that fourth line with Evans and Heineman. I believe Armia is going to move up to be with Newhook and Demidov, but we'll see. Those bottom six are definitely going to move around. Now, on the D side, we're going to get Matheson and Carrier, Goalie and Hudson. It looks like Struble is coming out and Jack-Eye is coming in. Wi-Fi is in the house tonight. He's going to be with Savard, I believe, and Sam Montembeault, again, is going to get locked in, and he's going to get it going tonight. And already in warm-ups, monitoring that blue line, skating back, or the red line, back and forth, was Arbor Jack-Eye. Jack-Eye, he was skating over the red line. He was getting a little close to Tom Wilson. Wilson and Jack-Eye already having conversations. Jack-Eye already playing that role, trying to get into the head of the Washington Capitals. So we were wondering, would we see him in game two? I think a lot of us were shocked that that move did not happen, but Jack-Eye comes in to the game tonight. Laine getting his Laine trimmed. He wouldn't get fresh. Yeah, listen, Laine was not good. Laine was not good in game two. He was slow. There were opportunities. He couldn't move to the puck. I don't know if it was just him being him or if there were issues. Look, during the regular season, he really was a difference maker for this team, but struggled here in the playoffs, and Laine is now out. Jack-Eye is in. So take a watch for Jack-Eye to be running guys. And will we see a Tom Wilson, Arbor Jack-Eye drop the gloves, tango dance? I don't know. I don't think there's anything for it for Wilson to do that, but you know Jack-Eye is going to be running at guys, and he could be a difference maker. In this building, that is going to be super loud. Also, in game 1 and 2, we saw that Caulfield and, of course, Lane Hudson, a little smaller in stature, these guys, you know, were getting run over. The crowd was getting on them. The Caps were running them. Here in Montreal, the crowd is going to be supporting them. The crowd can make you feel 3 inches taller and 30 pounds heavier. They can get you going. They can get that mojo running. So I expect to see big things from this Montreal team tonight. This is a must-win situation. Now, Ottawa was in this situation last night. They could not get it done. Toronto taking a 3-0 lead. We do not want Montreal in that same position. We need a win from Montreal tonight, and then they'll go into Sunday and figure out a game plan from there. I wouldn't miss watching. There you go, Robert. They are going to do it for sure. Randy, how's it going? Welcome and welcome to the party. And again, thank you all for being here. Really, really appreciate it. We're going to have some fun tonight. You guys know it. We've been here every single night. A lot of you have been here with us every single night. So we're just going to keep it rolling and keep on partying. So will these changes be enough for Montreal to get it going? JDA, what's going on, brother? Welcome in. Welcome to the big party in Montreal. And bonjour to all of our French friends from Montreal tuning in to listen along. Welcome in. We will have you covered for this party. Now, getting set. My kid hijacked my account. What's going on? I want Grandma, I want Caulfield to get a goal tonight. Need Caulfield to get a goal tonight. Need somebody to get going. Amelia, you got it. No worries at all. Now, the Caps have been flying. Dylan Strome, listen, heads up by Dylan Strome. You know, he's bounced around a little bit. He comes here to Washington. What a great start in the first couple of games. He's got 4 points already. Connor McMichael with 2. And, of course, 3 of those 4 for Strome being assists. On the Montreal side, Hudson, he's got 2 points. Both of them being assists. Caulfield only has a goal. They need to get these things going. Sasham, how's it going? Welcome in. And again, welcome in everybody who's strolling in. Now, do us a favor. As you're coming in, hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up for us. It helps us out tremendously. As well, make sure you share us out. The little share button, the little arrow, click that share. Send us over to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Discord, wherever you have a social circle. Hit that button, share us out, and let's have a great time. Sabby, how's it going? Welcome in tonight. And, of course, Demidov 2 games. That would be sweet. That would be sweet. If Demi can get it going tonight, it would be amazing. Adam, I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm right there with you. It's going to happen. We will have, by the way, Game 4, Toronto and Ottawa. That's going to be tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, it's the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's doubleheader Saturday. It's all hockey all day tomorrow, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. You say that every year. Absolutely, of course. It's the way to go. It's the way to go. Victoria, how's it going? Welcome in, Rio. Welcome in, Marshall. And let's get set. The crowd is alive. They are pumped up, and so are we. This is for everything. Mike, what's up? Tough game tonight. It is going to be a very, very, very tough game tonight. But hey, they can buckle down and get right to it. Thompson, good numbers. Of course, they picked up the 2 wins. A 1.47 goals against, a 9.51 save percentage. But you know what? Sam Montembeault's numbers are not bad. Yes, they've lost 2, but he has a 2.49 goals against and a 9.21 save percentage. Sam Montembeault has been standing on his head. He has been outstanding. Mike, what's going on, bud? Welcome in. Montembeault has been amazing, and he needs to be amazing again here tonight. John, what's going on? Welcome in, Hayden. He really needs to stand on his head. He needs to get that help from the defense. They have to clear the puck away. When it's in front of them, they got to move it to the boards. They got to keep the Caps to the outside. And it's not just me. Everybody on this planet who knows who Alex Ovechkin is knows exactly where he's going to be standing when he is in the Montreal zone. They need to have somebody on him. They need to have a shadow following him, sitting on top of him. He's only going to be in one spot. Do not let the puck get to that one spot. One job to do, and they can shut that one down. Abandon, what's going on? Welcome in. If the Habs lose, it's over. They got to figure out a way of keeping this one close. They really do. All right, let's flip over. They're getting ready to come on the ice. Let's listen into this crowd. If I can find the button.
starting lineup. Le numéro 15, number 15, Alex Newhook.
Alex Newhook gonna get the start.
Number 21,
Caden Goalie gonna be starting.
Le numéro 48, number 48,
Lane Hudson gonna be getting the start.
Le numéro 71, number 71, Jake Evans.
Evans gonna be coming on. Jake Evans has been such a key performer.
Le numéro 93, number 93, Ivan Demidov.
Demidov gonna get the start here with Evans and Newhook.
Et le numéro 35, number 35,
Samuel Montebo. I love that call. This crowd is fired up. They are amped up. Welcome in, Andrew. Listen to them. What a crowd. Absolutely amazing. Would like to sleep. How's it going? Smash that thumbs up button. Hey, B Disney. Rick, welcome in. They are fired up tonight.
Mesdames, Messieurs, veuillez demeurer debout. Retirez chapeaux et casquettes pour l'interprétation des hymnes nationaux. Malgré les récents événements, nous vous demandons, dans l'esprit de ce grand sport qui nous unit, de respecter les hymnes canadiens et américains, ainsi que les joueurs qui représentent fièrement les deux pays. Ladies and gentlemen,
please rise if you're able.
Please rise. Remove your hats and caps for the singing of the national anthems. Despite the recent events, we ask, in the spirit of this great game that unites everyone, that you kindly respect the Canadian and U.S. national anthems and the players representing each country. Veuillez maintenant accueillir, please welcome, Alexandre Sylvestre, accompagné à l'orgue par Diane Bibeau.
Oh, say, can you see by that heavenly light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket twinkling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in.
Oh, Canada, terre de nos aïeux, t'offre sein de fleurs glorieux, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep Paula, glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, good job, good job. The anthems are done. That means it's time to play some hockey. It's time to get things going. Welcome in, everybody. Let me explain to you, if you're new, what you're going to be seeing here on the screen right above my head. And again, sorry, friends over here, you're just going to see me. But over here, you're going to see up here who's on the ice. This screen right here is going to show you where all the shots are coming from, where all the goals are scored, so we can figure out the strategies. Right here, this is going to show you all of the movement, who has possession, who's attacking, who's defending. Of course, the score right below us and our ticker just down over here, so we can keep an eye on all the out-of-town scores. The lights are on, they're ready to rumble, and so are we. Strap in, folks. This is going to be a monster of a hockey game. Jack-Eye is in. He's going to get ready to bounce around, and they are all set to go. There you go. You got it going in Croatia. We'll welcome in here to support what you're watching. Let's go at center ice. Time to drop the puck, get this game underway. And there we go. Right off the draw, Montreal going to feed this one back. The crowd is going to roar as they win the opening faceoff. Bringing it right down behind their own net. Blended, how's it going? Welcome in. Jim, hello there. Here they come. Noah Zark, how's it going? I'm going for Montreal tonight. Centering this one across, a little fall down. And this is going to be played all the way down. Hudson fell, and this is going to be an icing call against Washington, so it's going to come right back down to the Caps side of the ice. You're a Habs fan from Toronto. There you go. Something you don't see a whole lot of, but that's okay. Today, we're all Habs fans. We're all wanting this Canadian team to make sure this series goes another game. They need to get in here. They need to mix it up early. That's right. Let it rain, Crims. Let it rain. Jack-Eye had 6 majors this regular season. Retro, what's going on? Are cross-checks in the face still allowed in the series? As of now, apparently. We'll see if that changes. Off the draw. Back to the Hudson at the point. Hudson curling across, throwing it towards the net. That's blocked in, knocked down. Montreal cycling this back down in the corner. Up to Slafkovsky. He's going to put it in front for Caulfield. That hops over his stick. Hudson going down in the corner. He's going to have that one turned over. Picked up by Sandin. Sandin going to play this one across. Mr. Ben, how's it going? Welcome in. There you go, Mike. There you go. This off the glass all the way down the ice. Montreal's Goalie racing back. Going to play it around. He's going to take a bump. Hudson now using the net as a shield. He's going to post up. They're going to get this one rolling. Here's Hudson passing it up. Nice little move. Nice little move. Here they come. 3-on-2. Anderson with a shot. And that one's going to go high and deflected up and out of play. And Anderson a little pushing and shoving there after the whistle. Nice rush here by this line. Anderson is a very dangerous hockey player. He says, excuse me, Dubois, I'm going to go this way. He walks it in right up the middle, and the shot just gets a piece of the goaltender and goes up and out of play. I'm expecting Anderson to have a big game tonight. He's looked really solid in the last couple. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Is it just me, or is anybody else like feeling really nervous about this game? I'm feeling really nervous. But I like this start. Anderson led the Canadiens with 6 hits in Game 2. He's going to keep bringing the noise, bringing the funk here today. Off the draw, Dubois wins this one back. Chychrun, he's going to play this one up. Here come the Caps. Watch that blue line. They come in offside. Arm goes up. They touch it up, and it's an offside. Len, how's it going? Just made a batch. There you go. There you go. I'm nervous every playoff game. A couple of big ones tonight. Montreal needs a win. Edmonton needs a win as well over in that series. There's a lot that these Canadian teams need to do to get things rolling. Abandon, you are correct. You are correct about that one. So Slafkovsky a little jockeying here. Slafkovsky and Beauvillier going at it on the draw, and the Caps going to win this one back. This is game 3, Mr. Ben. It's game 3, but watch it. Oh, hang on, turnover. Montreal across with a shot, and a nice glove save as Caulfield lets one rip, and Slafkovsky a little drive by the front of the net. That's going to draw 3 Capitals over to introduce themselves to the young star. Char, how's it going? Welcome in. You don't want to talk about your nerves. I gotcha. But yeah, this is game 3 tonight. Game 3, but with a 2-0 lead the Caps have. A loss here would be devastating to Montreal. Now, it's not impossible to come back from 3-0, but it is highly improbable. This crowd is so loud. I can't believe it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Crim's coming on so you can keep hydrated. Crims, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We will stay hydrated. And we got a little snack to munch on as we go as well. But Crims with the super chat, thank you so much. Back in the corner, Montreal with it. Trying to get it out. Cap's going to keep this one in. Charles, how's it going? Welcome in. Deep roots in the Montreal area. Nice. Onyx, what's shaking? Here come the Caps over the red line, over the blue line, into the Habs zone. Cross-ice pass, nice little move here, going between the legs. Bringing this back around behind the net. Washington looking to set it up. Montreal has to press. They got to get aggressive. Some big battles going on already. Montreal going to steal. Caps steal it right back to the line. The face-off dot. Here's a shot. It's knocked down. Montreal going to carry this one and chip it out. There it is. JDA. Holy smokes. Hank, what's going on? There you go. Thank you, Hank. That's the way to do it. Crushing it. They're going to turn it around. I'm going to take a quick bite of my little dinner here. Here comes Matheson. Matheson on the move. Over the line. Long shot. And a nice save there. And Matheson is going to come right in front of the net. And Roy comes in with a right hook. Then Matheson comes with a right hook. Then Caulfield is jumping in. He tries to stand up and he gets taken down. So I like what Montreal is doing at the whistles. They're going right to the front of the net, much like Ottawa was trying to do against Toronto. Go to the front of the net, trying to get the goaltender off their game. Now, in this case, Montreal is not bumping the goaltender. They're not interfering with them, but they're just getting close. And it's enough to pull the Capitals in to try and get a little chippy. Rob, welcome in. You are very, very welcome. Thank you for being here. Take human bites. That's right. It's not one of those one-bite burgers. Off the draw. Gallagher shot. That doesn't go through. Anderson to the line. Here's a shot. It's in the slot. Can't get it back. Anderson with a big hit. Now the Capitals are going to play this one up. Here it comes Washington. Over the line. Cross to Sandin. Sandin shooting. Big rebound. Raw scores! Well, that is not what they wanted to happen. Mike, what's going on? That is definitely not what they wanted to happen. Oh, my goodness. A good start for Montreal. They were doing everything right. And here, just a shot, a big, juicy rebound. And Montembeault just could not stop this one. It was a big rebound right to Waugh. And his shot, oh, it goes off the stick. So Matheson, who's battling at the side of the net with McMichael, and I believe this is going to go off McMichael's stick. So this shot was going wide, but it's deflected in, and Capitals, 3 minutes into this hockey game, are going to get the first goal. 1-0 Washington. Connor McMichael, he gets the goal. Unreal.
Is the second lowest in the playoffs so far.
That is not what they needed to happen.
respond as Hudson gets up to center.
Last year cup, he's going for it. Will he get there?
Check by Jake Evans.
Juan Sandin picking up the assist. Connor McMichael credited with the goal.
Goalie chips it up on the wing.
My gosh.
Banked it off of Demidov.
Bring this one around. It's out.
Jake Evans.
Montreal over the line. Here's a long shot. That's going to go just wide.
Side for Newhook. Newhook's got it to Demidov.
Still trying to bring this one through. Back to the Montreal point. Bringing it across. Montreal passing it back and forth. Goalie is looking.
Waits. Now we'll flip it down to Jake Evans. Evans back for Hudson. Cross.
They're still trying to work this. Here's a long shot. Looking for the deflection. That's not coming.
Hudson trying to get away from
Back again. Holy smokes. They really need to figure something out. Here they come again. Montreal. Side of the net. Newhook. He has it taken away. Oh my goodness. They just couldn't get it going. So close, but yet not close enough.
Up the wing, and it's Newhook that's got it.
Newhook going to turn around. Newhook going to play this one.
Is on it.
Setting it up now behind.
Down.
Here we go. Off the draw.
It's off the boards. Heineman
Off the
coming
draw.
in.
Off from around behind the net. Bring it down. Montreal going to beat it out. Here it comes Armia. Armia to the line. Here's a long shot. That one goes wide. Just barely. Just barely.
Up the wing. Jack Eye holds
Back to the line again. Jack Eye sending it across. Here's a long shot. Nope. Savard hits the leg. This is going to bounce back. 5 minutes gone. 5 minutes gone.
Jack Eye.
Trying to pull this one. Trying to get this one going. Montreal throwing it towards the net. That one is tipped again. Up and out of play.
Well, I mentioned a rebound goal, and Montembeault.
Dan, I did. Is it still not working?
That one there again, a deflection by Beauvillier.
Let me delete you and re-add you, Dan, and see if that does the trick. I did it last night,
Because it's hard to freeze a puck from in so tight.
but give me a moment. I'll do it right now yet again.
Before them. Unfortunately, he kicks it right back onto the tape.
All right, give me 2 seconds, Dan.
Goes in the back of the net by McMichael.
So Jack Eye already getting guys off their game.
Control is extremely difficult. So
Referees are going to have a tough task ahead of them tonight. They're really going to have to step in and keep things straight.
Finding some of the rebounds that Logan Thompson creates, because that's one of the things that he does. He does give out some rebounds. You got to hunt those down. And get
All right,
on
a
them.
little bit of an
Hopefully he
extended
gets some
break
second
here.
cracks at some pucks. Gets
This
some goals.
Montreal team, again, a good hot start. A good hot start. They just couldn't get it. The officials trying to figure out where the puck should be dropped.
Left of Logan Thompson.
All right, Dan, give it a try now and see if it works for you. So here we go. Dvorak in to take this draw against Dubois. Going to win this one back. Montreal at the line. Here's a shot. That's going to go high. Back in the corner, going to steal it around Gallagher. He's digging at the side. Down around Dvorak. His pass is going to get blocked. Trickles out towards the front. And here come the Caps again. Caps going to flip this one out. Going up tall, bringing this one down. Here's Dvorak. Dvorak, a little backhanded flip to Anderson. He's driving through. He hits the side of the net. Oh, big chance there for Anderson again. Matheson throwing it towards the net. Dubois going to pick this one up. This down. There you go. All right, so it's working now, Dan. Working now. Again, welcome in, everybody. If you're just joining us, thanks for being here. Matheson with this behind the net, going to play it across. Here comes Montreal. Montreal carrying this over the red line, going to dump this one in. You're very welcome. Down in the corner, Sandin plays it around, and Slavkovsky with a bump. Suzuki with a nifty move, but he lost the handle. Washington up, going to be batted down out of the air. Caps touch it up, so that negates the high stick. And Goalie bringing it back behind Montembeault. Goalie going to set up shop. He's looking to move ahead. Here's a long pass. Suzuki coming in, still with it. He's going to pass this down around behind the net. Goalie pinching all the way up. He's going to keep this one in. Down at the side of the net. They cannot control. Hudson pinching up. He comes over. Here's Caulfield in the front. Great shot by Slavkovsky and an even better save by Thompson. Another pass. Slavkovsky getting it again. His shot gets blocked. Now he's going to pump it back to the corner. Nobody in front of the net. Get some bodies in front. Slavkovsky with a jam. Oh, another great save. Hudson across. Another shot, and that one is blocked. And they still can't clear. Comes to Hudson again. He goes across for a one-timer. That goes wide. This top line is pressing. Slavkovsky, he can't get over to the corner. Goalie keeps it in. Around behind the net to Suzuki. Suzuki, he's going to play it to Caulfield. Caulfield to the line. No, and that's missed. And it's going to come all the way back down to the Montreal zone. Great shift there for the Montreal Canadiens. Wow. That was outstanding. They were playing solid hockey on that shift. Holy smokes. This coming back around. Mega, what's going on? Welcome in. It's going to be an offside call right at the line. And there, Leonard comes over. That's going to draw a crowd. Demidov is going to give a little shot to Leonard. Alexiev is getting mixed up in there, and he's taking some shots. Now, Alexiev is still wearing the fishbowl. So, Alexiev, his face is protected, but he's coming over getting the hands up in the face of Savard. And Savard going to have some words for Alexiev. And he's pointing, he's saying, you got the fishbowl, you got the fishbowl. He's making fun of him. Love that. But a great start here as Leonard just came up and knocked Evans off his feet after the whistle. And that's what drew this whole crowd. They're going to go to a commercial break. But welcome in, everybody. Zachary, how's it going? Welcome in. Great start in terms of the pace of play here. Montreal already with 6 shots up on the board. This was outstanding. But the Caps strike first. The deflection, Connor McMichael was able to put that one home. And wow, what a change. That was wild. Absolutely wild. Again, welcome in. Thanks for being here. If you're brand new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 26,100. Smash that subscribe. And of course, hit that thumbs up as well. Let's get those likes going. But we appreciate it so very much. Now, if you ever have to step away, if you need a bathroom break, if you have to go get something to eat and you're coming back, just leave your stream on. Just leave your stream on. Go do what you have to do. Come on back. We'll be here all night, and it is going to be a party. Montreal's going to come back. It's only one goal. It's only one goal. You know, Washington has had the bounces this whole series. Not many of their goals have been clean. They have all been lucky bounces, a deflection, a change, you know, a bobbling puck. Whatever it is, they've had the bounces, something Montreal has not had. And you've heard me talk about it before. One of the things you need to win is luck. You need health, you need luck, and you need a strong mental game. And right now, the luck is with the Capitals. So we're going to see how they can turn that one around, bring this one back to even. They were close there. They were very close there. All right, coming up for a commercial break. That is done. We are back. Time to rock and roll. But Slafkovsky battling real hard. Like to see Slafkovsky get in there. He's a big boy. Like to see the physical play. Dan, what's going on? Welcome in. James, just the one game tonight. We got 2 games tomorrow. 2 games tomorrow. All right. Referee having a conversation over by the Washington bench.
To tie this game back up. Remember, without line A, we saw Caulfield this morning taking a number of one-timers from line A's side. So look to see him back in that familiar spot.
Okay, let's go.
Line A was picked up.
Off the draw, Caulfield playing it back to the point. Montreal ends up with a power play. Demidov to the line. Here's a one-timer by Caulfield and a great job. Thompson coming across, tracking that one real well.
Just like that.
Real well. So Ryan Leonard goes to the box for unsportsmanlike conduct after going at Evans after the whistle. This was a beautiful pass, a great shot by Caulfield, but Thompson just able to track it and get over in time. Off the draw, this is going to be one back again. Hudson going to settle this one down. Plays it across. Habs are setting up. Demidov to Hudson, across for Caulfield. Caulfield up top to Hudson, to Demidov. He brings this in. You got to shoot that, youngster. Not now. Now you got to pass. He does. He gives it to Hudson. He wants it back. Comes to Caulfield. He shoots. That one is stopped. Not a good choice of shot there. Not a good choice. The Montreal power play has not been good in this series. They were 0 for 1 in game 2 and very sloppy. That was a shot where Caulfield should have looked to pass it. You can't hold it for 20 seconds and then take the shot, and now they come offside. So again, sloppy play here by Montreal. Oh my goodness. Habs got to get back into this one. They got to pick it up.
The youngster just takes it over
but just a little bit of a stride with an outstretched leg, tried to stay on there, just could not do it. So again, Demidov, some pushing and shoving here at the side with, is that Tom Wilson? Wilson and Demidov, a little pushing and shoving right at the face-off. Off the draw, Cap's going to win this one, and they're going to send this down the ice. So just about a minute gone here out of the power play. Montreal had a good little start. And Hudson passes this back, but he sends it all the way back to Montembeault. So again, just sloppy playing here. Here come the Habs over the line. Dropping this back to the line. Hudson, cross ice. Here's a shot. Thompson making the save again. Demidov. He gives it away, and here comes Washington. Washington moving. They're going to bring this one up. That's going to get knocked down. Habs again going to pick this one up. They're going to carry over the line. Demidov. He's going to cycle. Back up to Caulfield. He cuts through the middle, shoots, and that's going to go over the net. Picking this one up. Washington thought it went up into the netting. Gallagher with it. He's going to pass this one. Back up to the point. Matheson bobbled it. Matheson to Caulfield. Puts this into the middle for Gallagher, and it goes off his skate. Again, very sloppy passing here for Montreal. Spencer, how's it going? Welcome in. Here come those Habs. Power play has expired. Nothing doing. Leonard comes out of the box. Montreal bringing it back into the Cap zone. Going to turn, send this one in, but not deep. And Leonard going to pick it up. He's going to bring this one into the Montreal zone. Leonard taking a look. He gets tripped up, and now Newhook is going to go to the box. Oh, my goodness. Goes down. Newhook just gets a stick in the feet of Leonard. That is not good. That is not good. Gotta be more attentive. Yeah, John, I'm afraid so.
That's the one that went off Thompson that he feels like hit the mesh. And then Newhook turns the puck over just inside the
you just can't do that.
And he has to get back and take Leonard.
You just can't get your stick in the guy's skates. So the Capitals now on the power play. You know, they could really make Montreal pay here. They're 1 for 3 in the playoffs so far. Setting this one up off the draw. Washington comes away with the puck. It's in the corner. Matheson battling for it. Comes to Ovechkin. Ovechkin going to kick this one out to the point. Chychrun passing this one up. Side of the net. Walking in front. What are you doing? Montreal had it, but it was a bad pass, and they gave it away again. Side of the net. In front. Great save, Montembeault. You've got to be kidding me. Ovechkin battling for it. They go backdoor, and Montembeault came across with a great save. Here's Ovechkin. Down to the point for Carlson. Ovechkin gets it back. Ovechkin. He goes down low. Great diving play here by Matheson. Knocking it off the stick of Strome. Back around. Reversing it all the way around. Chychrun letting it go to Carlson at the point. Carlson playing this one up. Walking right into the corner is Chychrun, uncontested. That's going to be stopped by Montembeault. Back to Strome. Strome leaving it here for Chychrun. Back to Strome. Strome waiting. Goes cross ice. They bobble it. They try to pass it back. They can't. Montreal steals and going to roll this one down the ice. Holy smokes. Welcome, Dallas. Welcome in, everybody. Montreal stole it. Anderson with a huge hit. Steals the puck with a shot right on. And Montreal going to play this one back. Now they're going to send it all the way down again. 35 seconds left to go in the power play. Here come the Caps. They're going to feed this one back. Washington carrying this one up. They drop it back again. Edward, how's it going? Welcome in. Washington taking a look. Down low. Here's a long shot by Ovechkin. Comes off the boards. Montreal putting it behind the boards. Carrier battling. He's going to try and steal this one around. Good job here by McMichael. They have it taken away, and Montreal steals it back. And they clear it all the way down. Interrupted by betting on Kentucky. Yeah, Derby, May 2nd. It's going to be a good one, Edward. So Montreal kills that one off. 5 shots for the Caps, but they're up 1-0. Here they come again. A shot that's going to go wide. Here's another shot. Washington behind the net, being pinched up along the boards. Hudson trying to work on his man. Capitals can't get it. Hudson going to steal. He's going to kick it forward. Can't get it to Caulfield. Caulfield now up on Trevor Van Riemsdyk, fighting this around. Hey, Glenn, how's it going? Glenn, I got your note the other day, so thank you very much. I appreciate that. I will get things all packaged up for you. This is going to come down the ice. That's going to be an icing call. 7:27 to go. 1-0 Washington. And they are lucky it's only one. Phenomenal play. Phenomenal play by Sam Montembeault. John, welcome in. Habs need to win the series to help the Leafs. Capitals are legit. They are, John. I am very impressed with them, but right now, Montreal needs to settle things down. They're just playing far too sloppy. Thank you so much, Lucy, hitting that follow. Thank you very, very much. Welcome to the community. Wherever you're watching, whatever platform, hit that follow, hit that subscribe button. Let's go. And make sure you're hitting those likes as well. Off the draw, bringing it back. Capitals in the corner, trying to come around. Dugout. Hudson trying to fish it. Slafkovsky can't get it out. Capitals again. Here's a long shot. Trying to go for the tip. Capitals are trying that almost every play. That cross-ice pass for a tip-in. It's been working for them. Caps again. Busting in. Montreal going to steal. They're going to play this one up.
And Armia will play it back for Jacky. Fresh legs out for Montreal.
All right, here we go.
Change up as well.
Crims, that's funny. Battle at the red line. Montreal going to dump this one in. Dave, how's it going? Battling it around. Carlson able to clear. Montreal pinching up. They hold this one in the corner by the half boards. Heineman in front. It's there. It's there. Put your stick down. Kapanen couldn't get it. Van Riemsdyk doing a good job keeping their sticks off the ice. Oh, coach, we got a little Mickey D's cheeseburger. Light snack. Tie me over. Wanted to get a chance to eat it before the game, but just didn't have a chance. Too busy from work. Just coming around in the corner. Matheson playing it back. Just going to come all the way down the ice. No icing called. No icing called. 5:50 to go. 5:50 to go. Here in period number 1, 1-0. Washington only 5 shots. Of course, Dallas. Of course. Off the draw, Montembeault sending it around. Caps trying to keep this one in. They got to relax. They just got to chill. Hudson, he's going to pass this one up. Montreal brings it around behind the net. Here comes the Habs playing it back across. Pass up Demidov. He's going to dump this one in. Down around beside. Onyx, I didn't know that. Here's Washington. Ovechkin, a long pass going to be deflected. Coming down, Hudson has to go back and get it. Trying to bring this one across. What time you at? So we are at the 4:58, 57, 56. So the 4:50 marker. This is going to be played up. There's a little bit of a hit. Montreal back to pick it up. Behind the net, Jacky, he's going to work this one around. Takes a little bit of a bump. Carlson with a long shot. Montembeault makes the save. Rebound, Montembeault had to make a follow-up save. Trying to dig this one out. It's going to come free. Ah, there you go. Here's another blast by Carlson. That shot is blocked. And this is going to come out and all the way down the ice. Chychrun back. Anderson coming in with a bump. Anderson has the forecheck going on. Gallagher going to keep this one in. Tried to put it towards the middle of the ice for Dvorak. That one is pulled back. Here's Matheson again. Matheson going to move this one ahead. Anderson trying to go in here after it. He's going to look to pull a hit. Over to Gallagher, sending it across for Dvorak. That one is missed. Back to the line, Montreal sending it back in the corner. Anderson cycles it around. Gallagher behind the net. It comes loose. They send it back to the line. Here's Matheson again, another shot that goes wide. You got to hit the net.
It's going to ice it.
And that's going to be an icing call at 3:48. 3:48 to go in this period. It's another icing call. Holy smokes. They got to just settle things down. This is getting a little crazy, a little out of control. They're trying just a little too hard. And that's the young inexperience of this Montreal team. They're racing. They're racing, and they're getting sloppy.
Good solid tracking of the puck.
So Montreal face off in the capital zone. Suzuki going to win this one back. Here's Hudson. He's going to pass it off to Evans. Or Goalie, excuse me. Goalie sending it down. Suzuki misses it. Slavkovsky, he's up on it. Cap's going to take it away. Slavkovsky still pinching. George, it could be if they don't pull out a win today. Montreal going to keep this one in. Magniapane with a hit on Goalie, but they're going to blow it down saying it came out. It was an offside. I think part of the problem as they go to commercial break, part of the problem right now is a lot of these youngsters are not shooting the puck. They're getting the puck. They're in a shooting opportunity, and they're looking to move it instead. Caulfield's got 4 shots. Slavkovsky's got 3. Anderson with 2. Demidov has 1 shot. He had about 3 opportunities where he could have shot, but he passed it away instead. Suzuki had a couple of chances to shoot. He did not. Newhook, a couple of chances to shoot. He did not. So these guys got to stop looking to make the perfect pass. You can't make the perfect pass. You just got to move it around. Thank you, Red Hair, on hitting that follow. Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for following us along, and welcome in. Tap that thumbs up. Hit that screen. Hit those likes. But holy moly, I mean, this is an important game, and Montreal did the right thing. They came out playing really, really fast. They came out playing really, really hard. The problem is they couldn't control the man in front of the net, and a puck that was thrown towards the net gets a deflection and goes in. It wasn't a pretty goal, but it's a goal nonetheless, and every goal counts, and it's McMichael who gets his 3rd so far these playoffs. Thompson is so good. He is very, very good. Yeah, R2, he really is. I mean, Milkman, what's going on? Thompson is looking amazing. Amazing right now. But they just need better quality shots. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, you got to get somebody in front of the net. You got to get somebody taking his eyes away and getting shots. They're getting shots, but they're not getting good screens going on. Huge Caps fan. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. You know, during the regular season, I'll be honest with you, during the regular season, I'm not a fan of either of these teams. As the Leafs, I'm a Toronto guy, born and raised. So as a Toronto guy, you know, it's almost illegal for me to cheer for Montreal during the regular season. But right now, I want to see as many Canadian teams move along as we can. And we got to get it done. Need more blue line shots. Crim's right. And that's been the success of the Maple Leafs in their series against the Senators. Lots of goals by the defensemen. The Leafs were last in the league in goals by defense all season, but they're crushing it so far in these playoffs. Montreal winning another draw. They're going to cycle this one in down in the corner. Here they come on the forecheck. Again, Montreal has dominated the faceoff circle in every game in this series. There's a hit to Vorak coming around behind the net. Washington out in the middle to Waugh. He's going to pass this one up, trying to get this one through. All the way down the ice. Trying to get this one going. Gallagher fighting to get it out. Washington fighting to keep it in. It's going to come free. Over to Gallagher. One man back. Gallagher. He's going to toe drag. Shoots. He goes too high again. Oh, my goodness. Back to basics. Right, Mike. Back to basics. Concerned about the Jets. Jets played okay. Last night, though, was a thumping. Last night, the Blues found their game. They played really, really well. Montevo out to Matheson. Matheson behind the net. Setting it up. Matheson going to look ahead. Here comes Armia. Armia carrying this one up over the line. He's still going. Armia in the corner. He's going to cycle around. Nope, stopping, going back around behind the net. You got to get somebody in front. They put it in front, and that can't connect. Goalie going to grab this one. He's going to pass this one off to Armia. Again, a terrible pass leads to a turnover, and here come the Caps. Driving in, and that's going to be a little hit there by Goalie. Hudson gets absolutely run over. That was on the numbers. Bavoulier puts Hudson hard into the boards. Caps back to the point. Gonna shovel this one around. Bavoulier mixing it up.
Kapanen around for Goalie. Goalie drops it back for Kapanen. Over to Hudson.
Behind the net. Hudson with it. Hudson taking a look.
Will settle things down and wait back in the net as it
The ref you suck chants are coming out. The ref you suck chants are screaming.
Hudson.
All right, I'm just going to take 2 seconds and finish these last couple bites.
Suzuki out there. He's hit by Sandin, breaks free. Suzuki backing up, hands it off to Caulfield.
Cycling around. Here's Caulfield shooting. Oh, a nice save.
Into the glove of Thompson. Anthony Beauvillier laying out the boom on Lane Hudson right into your living room.
They're going to go to commercial break. They're going to commercial break. A nice try. Thank you for the follows. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Did it go under the couch? Oh my gosh. Bad luck. Bad luck. You got the Doritos going. Mega, what flavor Doritos? What flavor you got? Darn it, Sam. Now I want to make these retro. You can't not. Don't forget, you have to jog an extra 2 blocks now. I know, but it was just a cheeseburger. It was small. I didn't even get the McDouble. Apparently, McDonald's has like new chicken strips now. Oh, were they good? They have a new wrap. D tried the new wrap. Dark, how's it going? Go Habs, go. Just nacho. Nacho. That's a good choice. Still a Cool Ranch guy. Love the Cool Ranch. Uncle Ray's ships the kosher dill. There you go, Coach. Coach with the kosher dill. Now I don't know if you guys remember the show Superstore. We're obsessed with the show Superstore. And of course, the lady who plays Dina on the show, Lauren Ash, I follow her on the Talk, and she's hysterical. She tried a brand new hummus today. If you're a hummus fan, dill pickle hummus she had out, and she swears by it. You say you've tried it? Oh, Dina here has tried it, says it's delicious. I'd like to try that. Little dill pickle anything is delicious. All right, coming back from commercial break. Let's go. Habs, you got to pick it up. They're getting chances. They're getting chances. Let's see if they can get this going. TJ, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Caps are up 1-0. Caps are up 1-0. Roasted red pepper hummus from Costco. Nice, Dan. Everything is gross. Matthew, not a fan. Rob was all over it. Rob likes it. Rob says, yes, please. US McD's is, yes, no stranger. It is very different. Actually, the McDonald's barbecue sauce for the nuggets, so much better in the States than it is here in Canada. Here's a shot. Montreal, side of the net, go for the wraparound, and another great save by Thompson. Come on. Here's a long shot by Matheson. That's kicked wide. Side of the net. We see what's going to happen. Back to the line. Here's a shot. Scores! Montreal evens it up with 52.8 seconds to go. And it's going to be Alexander Carrier who gets it. A shot from the defenseman. What have we been preaching? What have we been saying? Shoot, defenseman, shoot. Shoot, defenseman, shoot. And they get a shot from a defenseman, and they put this one in. Holy smokes. They rip it back to the point, and there's a lot of bodies there, and this one goes to the side. Thompson doesn't see it all the way. And Montreal gets the equalizer. We are tied 1-1. And here we go, 46 seconds to go. They have the puck again in the Habs. Here's Caulfield. Caulfield coming in. He shoots. And that one at the side. And Thompson gets a stick to the head. And it looks like it was a Washington player's stick. Caulfield is getting pushed up against the boards. But Thompson took a whack in the back of the mask. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. And they're giving Suzuki a penalty, and Suzuki is like,
In his glove or not.
what are you talking about?
I like the fact he went to the net like that.
So Duhaime, it was Duhaime's stick, I believe, that caught Thompson in the back of the head, and that's what Suzuki is arguing.
As Caulfield, once again, he's having a great first period, and yeah, that puck is covered up. Suzuki takes a crack at it. I don't see the puck.
No, it
coming
was
loose.
Suzuki. Okay, fair. It was Suzuki.
Yeah, there's just no buck there to be had, so that's the right call, absolutely.
So little whack there. It was the Washington player's stick that ended up on the ice.
Goal by Carey. The playoffs are all about
So again, Montreal to the box. They just started picking up the momentum.
and that's a key time for Carrier.
38.2 seconds to go. Let's hope Montreal can get through this one.
Marty St. Louis, he wants to understand it. Was it his stick that hit him, or was it the defenseman for the
Drinking
Capitals
Stella.
stick that
Rick's
hit him?
got the goods
I think
going
they wanna
on.
identify if they
Rick's with the
understand whose
fancy
stick
drink
hit him in the
tonight,
head.
going with the
That's the
Stella.
only thing, Mr.
Welcome in, Rick. Hope you're doing well.
Watch the stick coming
So-
in of Suzuki.
No, I was correct in my first opinion. When they slow it down frame by frame, this was the Washington player's stick. Bad call, ref. You got it wrong.
Yeah, that's a miss right there.
Refs got it wrong.
My eyes the first time around.
Now,
We got
it was hard to
super
see.
here, so
On the second replay, I thought it was Washington, like I said. But then the other angle, it looked like it was Montreal. They slowed it down frame by frame, and you could see this was a bad call. Caps on the power play. They're going to bring this one up. Washington into the line. Jonathan, what's going on? Side of the net. Strome goes down. Washington's pass is broken up. It's going to come out. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go here in period number 1. Caps, a little head fake at the line. Here's a shot from the blue line all the way down. Montembeault is going to steer this to the corner. The buzzer's going to go, and period 1 is done and in the books. Holy smokes. Let's set up. Let's break this one down. Great pace. Look at these shots. Look at these shots on goal. 15 for Montreal in that period. Did Montreal have 15 shots in the first 2 periods of game 1 and 2 combined? I don't think so. 7 shots for Washington. 16 hits for Montreal, 13 for Washington. So Montreal is out shooting and out hitting Washington, which is amazing. Face-offs, 13-6. So again, they're dominating in the face-off circle. Habs go 0 for 2 or 0 for 1 on the power play. Washington, I had that backwards. Washington goes 0 for 2. Montreal goes 0 for 1. 6 giveaways for Washington. It says no giveaways for Montreal, but I don't believe that. Jared, how's it going? Welcome in. 8 block shots for Washington, 4 for Montreal. We need coach contest on penalties. The coach can, yeah, I agree. And some of them you can, right? Certain things you can challenge, like the high stick now, I think you can challenge. Going with the ginger ale. There you go. No stranger. Love me some ginger ale. Thank you, Amelia. I appreciate it. You know what? Onyx, I tried Steam Whistle many years ago. I personally was not a fan, but I'm also not a drinker. So that would explain why. But a decent first period. Your goal scorers, Connor McMichael, his third from Juan Sandin, and then Carrier, his goal from Newhook. Jared, you know what? That's a good question. That is a good question. Let's take a look, because with all the hockey and we've been doing every night, I have not actually paid any attention to the AHL and how things are going there. So let's take a sneak peek if this wants to load up. So Springfield Thunderbirds are up 1 game over the Providence Bruins. The Lee Valley Phantoms are up 1 over the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. The Cleveland Monsters are 1 up on the Toronto Marlies. So Marlies is a must-win for their next game, which is going to be tomorrow at 4 o'clock. The Central Division, we got the Chicago Wolves down a game to the Rockford Ice Hogs. The Abbotsford Canucks and the Tuscan Raiders are tied at 1 game apiece. The San Jose Barracuda are up 1 over the Ontario Region Kings. And then the Coachella Valley Firebirds are up 1-0 over the Calgary Wranglers. So that's what's going on there. Here in the NHL, Winnipeg, they were up 2-1 over the St. Louis Blues. A huge game by the Blues last night. Dallas up 2-1 over Colorado. That one surprises me. I don't want to take anything away from the Stars. Because if you remember, the Stars were my original pick, and then I changed it to Colorado. Should have stayed with it. Lizzie, what's going on? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Minnesota, this makes me so happy. Put such a big smile on my face. Minnesota is up 2-1 over Vegas. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Still haven't said what type of you were eating, I know. Haven't said what type of taste. Oh, it was just a McDonald's cheeseburger, Stefan. Just a Mickey burger. LA Kings up 2-0 over the Oilers. A big game for the Oilers tonight. They need to get one going. Carolina up 2-0 over New Jersey. That game starts at 8 o'clock, so just moments away. And the Florida Panthers, are up 2-0 over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Go Panthers. You did it once. You're not going to do it again because my Maple Leafs are going to shut you down in round 2, but I can't wait for them to knock out the Tampa Bay Lightning again. That makes me so happy. So those are the brackets in the NHL. It's been a great playoffs. And yes, the stats are a little skewed when you look at the stats because of the big scores that LA put up. They're up there. They got a lot of LA up there. You got some St. Louis. Cam Fowler, 7 points already. Cam Fowler. I mean, that's just bonkers. Austin Matthews is on there with 5 points. Mitch Marner, 1 point off the lead. Marner's got 6 points, so good on him. Couple of Leafs on that top scoreboard as well. Jay coming in, hitting that subscribe. Thank you so much, Jay. Welcome in to the channel. Welcome to the party. Matthew, welcome in as well. When we talk about goals, it's Kaprizov. We don't talk about Kirill Kaprizov nearly enough. Kaprizov, this guy, he can shoot. He's got hands. I mean, he's got speed. He is absolutely wild. So really, really a big fan of Kaprizov. I think he's very underrated. But him and Matt Boldy, each with 4 goals apiece. Nate Schmidt for the Florida Panthers has 3 goals. I mean, that's bonkers. I would not have predicted that one to come. From the assist side, Mitch Marner and Austin Matthews are number 2 and number 3 on the leaderboard for assists. Cam Fowler is number 1 with 6. Marner with 5. Matthews with 4. Game-winning goals, Nate Schmidt and Kyle Connor now, each with 2, which is pretty cool. Anthony Stolarz. Whoops. Oh, no. What did I do? I hit the wrong button. I didn't want to look at Frederick Anderson. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. And it won't let me go back. One moment. Sam's getting a little trigger finger. I can't speak now. Getting an itchy trigger finger. Anthony Stolarz with the most wins. 3 wins so far for him. And the only shutout of the playoffs right now is Sergei Bobrovsky, which is phenomenal. Anthony Stolarz up on that list, as is Thompson for best goals against average. Anderson a 1.0, Bobrovsky a 1.0, Thompson at a 1.48, Stolarz at a 1.96, Montembeault on there as well at a 2.50 going into tonight's game. Save percentage, Anderson is number 1 at a 9.60, Bobrovsky and Thompson tied with a 9.51, Stolarz is on there at a 9.26. So they're just playing really, really solid hockey. So there's some of the stats just to look at. These guys are here to play. We're going to get some long series. Hopefully we're going to get some long series coming up. Right now, it's a little bizarre, right? Usually we get a lot of 6-round games, 6-game series. The West looks like it's going to have a lot of these series drawn out. The East, it's all 2 and 3-0 leads. Excuse me. So we're going to have to see how these are going to play out. You got some London Knights Sox. They got them at the game. Nice, John. That's awesome. Very cool. I have a pair. Remember when they did Mike Babcock socks when Babs was here in Toronto? I have a pair of the Mike Babcock socks, and I will tell you, they're actually pretty comfortable. They're pretty comfortable. I'm saying 3-2. Stefan's going 3-2. Habs are going to come back. They're gonna move ahead. You know what they have to do? They really need to slow things down. The only live hockey podcast with food time. That's right, Rick. You got it. Welcome in, by the way. That's right. Rick, other Rick Smith. We're getting so many Ricks now. I'm going to have to start calling everyone by their full names. Rick Smith. Yes, Anderson. He's been playing so well. So well. He's, in the regular season, he's been okay, right? But every time, because we saw this in the past, he is a high energy guy. I don't want to say a high playoff performer, but he's a high energy guy. When it matters, when it's on the line, Anderson is going to come in and he's going to mix it up with you. He is. He had 6 shifts. He only played 424, 2 shots, 3 hits. He made some things happen. He would come in on the forecheck, kind of bump some guys, steal the puck, and create some opportunities. So Josh Anderson is a big-time player and somebody that this Montreal team needs. Right? They need him to be kind of that grizzled vet, if you will, and lead by example. He's only 30 years old. He's right in the prime. He's a big boy, 6'3", 226 pounds. So he certainly can get in your face. And he's a tough as nails kind of guy. LP, what's going on? Welcome in. They should have called them Babsocks. I believe they did, actually. John, welcome in. It's looking more and more like Carolina, but I really want New Jersey. I don't like Carolina at all. But it's looking more and more like they're going to get in there. And I just wish New Jersey could find a way. Jersey, they've had their moments. But they just can't pull it together. They were 2 big wins by Carolina, 4-1 and 3-1. So they have to find some goal scoring. That's going to be the Devils' hard part, or their sore spot, is how do they get that goal scoring going? Because right now they're in trouble. And part of that is, when you lose Jack Hughes, there's a lot of goals right there, right? Jack Hughes was the man for them, and that's okay. New Jersey has Keefe as a coach, so they're going nowhere. Spencer, I was just gonna go there. I was just gonna say it. The only reason I don't want them to go on is because of him. But I want that team to take out the Devils, but it's just not going to be the case, unfortunately. It's not going to be the case. Got to give huge credit to Logan Stankoven, though. Logan Stankoven, he comes over, was with Dallas, playing really, really well in Dallas, gets traded, steps in here, and he's been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. New Jersey looks rough. They do, John. They certainly do. But I really, really, really like Logan Stankoven. So I'm happy that he's kind of leading this team. King Derek. Unfortunately, I feel like that. And it's funny, as we've been talking, I get a little AI pop-up here. And can I click on it? No, it doesn't do anything. The AI little pop-up here, it says hockey stats and snacks. Hockey stats and snacks. That's exactly what we going on. Man, that's almost a channel name right there. Join us for snacks and stats. Love it. Yemi, how's it going? Stankoven is definitely getting more playing time and stepping up. He is. Really, really impressive. And again, he's not a huge guy. He had 2 goals in the last game. He's not a huge guy by any means. 2 games, 2 goals plus 1. He's been buzzing around. If we take a look, will this allow me to change it over? Yes, it will. In the playoffs last year with Dallas, he had 19 games played. He only had 8 points. It was a plus 1. He's already 2 goals in this one in 2 games. A power play goal as well, so he's getting PP time. One of them was considered the game-winning goal. So he's doing good things. So good on Logan. And he's a little guy. He's 5'8", 190 or 165 pounds, My God, 165 pounds. If the wind blows strong, he's going to blow away. 5'8", 165 pounds, 22 years old. He's small, but he's feisty, and he's a great pickup for the Hurricanes. Walt, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you, Walt. Appreciate it very, very much for the kind words. We love being here. We love being here with all of you, and that's why we're here every night. We're here just about every single night. We've been here every day. We did 2 games on Saturday, a game on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're here Friday. We're doing 2 more games on Saturday. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. KQ, what's going on? Beautiful Foreign Nation. Thank you, KQ. I love it. This was a great one. I'll be honest, it was a gift. Where it is on that side. Great hat. It was a gift from a family member, a little surprise, and I appreciated it so much. I love it. And I'll tell you, it's comfortable. Fanatics has done a great job. You got the same hat. There you go. Nice. Fanatics has done a great job. Some of the designs I'm kind of iffy on, but the comfort level is really, really, really nice. I also have I got so many, all my hats here are Fanatics. Like, this just goes to show we got the Panthers Fanatics cap here, the fullback with the cup, super comfortable. We got the Leaf locker room cap from last year. This one is also Fanatics, super comfortable. And the All-Star game when it was in Toronto, also Fanatics, also comfortable. So from a hat standpoint, I am super, super impressed with the quality of their work. I have yet to get one of the Fanatics jerseys. The pricing, it's a little expensive, and but I did have a chance to see when we were down in Florida, down at a game. We went to the shop and I got a chance to feel and look at the jerseys up close, and they seem like really, really good quality. So it's just a matter of time before I bite the bullet and pick one up. Chase, I wish I could, my man. I wish I could, but I cannot. Can't wait for next February. What's happening next? Oh, next February. Duh. Me too. I'm excited. Listen, Olympic hockey is next level. We always have a good time doing World Juniors. Of course, we've had to do a little modified World Juniors because I've been on vacation, so I've had to sneak away and kind of stream away from the family while on vacation. But it's always a good time, and so Olympic hockey is going to be next level. Now, it is overseas, right? I think it's in Italy, so games are going to be a little late, but that's okay. We're still going to break it out, and we're going to have a lot of fun. International hockey is the best. We're here all season. We do this all season long. So if you've just found us and you've just tuned in during playoffs, we thank you for following along and being a subscriber. But we're here all season, so we just absolutely love our hockey. Stefan, that's amazing. That's amazing. Getting nailed with the autocorrect. Connor Hellebuck pulled after 6 goals a lot. Hellebuck surprises me. Hellebuck surprises me so much. He's a guy that I've said it here time in and time out. One of the best goaltenders in the game today. One of the best in the game today. So I was absolutely floored to see what the Blues did and how they lit him up. Stefan. Oh, my goodness. Matthew, the green apple jelly beans. Ooh, I like the red and the purple jelly beans are my favorite. Just if anybody's playing along at home, those are my favorites. My goodness. Hallie versus Binnington, deja vu. Yeah, right. And Binnington has been pretty good as well. It's funny. So I was on, and there's a link, by the way, talking about Fanatics. There's a link over in the chat there. You can get your Demidov jersey. We are a Fanatics affiliate. So there's a link, our Fanatics, a link for a Demidov jersey if you're a Montreal fan and wanted to pick one up. If there's anything you want from Fanatics, if you're thinking about getting a jersey, a hat, a t-shirt, send me a DM, send me a message, an email, let me know. I will get you one of our affiliate links for whatever product you want to buy. The retail price is the same, but when you purchase through our affiliate link, Fanatics gives us a small kickback for promoting it, which it's the same way all affiliate links work. but we would really appreciate it. So if you're looking to buy anything from Fanatics, let us know. We'd be happy to get you a link. But like I said, the caps, as far as I'm concerned, they're phenomenal. I actually like the Fanatics stuff better than the new era caps that used to have for baseball, but I like it. All right, the clock has struck 0. It's time for period number 2. Let's see how this is going to bounce back. Chase, copyright. Copyright. All right, we are getting back in here. We're set to go. Getting ready to drop that puck. Let's do it. Now, if you're just joining us, make sure you hit that subscribe. We are 21 subscribers away from 26,100. So hit that subscribe. Don't worry, we'll remind you all night long. Binnington on Canada team now for U.S. team in Hellebuck. Yeah, you know, in retro, not that I want to take anything away from Binnington, but we've had some problems with Canadian goaltenders over the years. We don't have a lot of great ones. Binnington got the job done. He was scary at times. Aiden Hill was there, but we used to be, Canada as a nation, used to have some of the best goaltenders in the world. And right now, that's slacking a little bit. We need to get some young goaltenders to start to develop. All right, here we go. Period number 2 starts now. Remember, Capitals are on the power play for 1 minute and 18 seconds. 1 minute and 18 seconds. Caps with possession. They're going to bring this one back. Caps in the white jerseys going from my right across to the left. And here they come up over the line. Chychrun going to play this one in. Matheson trying to break it up. Going to do the exactly. Little Juan Brodeur. Here's Ovechkin with a shot. Hits the side of the net. Almost came off the boards. Back on Montebo. Montebo reached for it. Tripped up his own man. Battling here. 45 seconds to go on the power play. Fishing it out. Tom Wilson, he goes down. In the corner, Ovechkin sends it around behind the net. Chychrun with it. Sending this back to the line. Washington to Carlson. Carlson, he's going to flip this one up. Cake Boss, how's it going? Side of the net, Strome. Back over. Strome getting it again. Montreal going down, taking away that bottom of the net. Fishing it. Great play there. And they're going to clear this one out. Good defensive play by Montreal. David Aries for the Team Canada goalie. That's awesome. Spencer, is he Canadian? Back to the line. Here's a shot. Big stop by Montebo. And again, they're going to play it to the corner. Matheson coming in with a big hit. Capitals to the line, and that's going to misfire and come out. And here we go, out of the box. Caps, or Habs. Here's a shot. Big rebound. Armia picking it up. Power play has expired. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Down around behind the net is Suzuki. Suzuki sending this up top. Here's a shot, putting it around. Anderson is going to settle it. Anderson putting it over. That one couldn't be controlled by Dvorak. Dvorak is missing a lot of passes. Montreal trying to hold it in. They can't. Dvorak again bobbling it. He's going to give it away. And here comes McMichael up on Goalie. Goalie trips up to Mangiapane with a shot. That one is blocked. Goalie going to put this one off the boards. Montreal tries to move it again. It gets blocked. Capitals picking it up. Cross-ice pass to Rasmus Sandin. He's going to put it in the middle of the ice. Here's a shot. Montebo turning around. Didn't see it. It's going to be knocked down. Here comes the Canadiens. Anderson on the ice again. He lives for these type of moments. Waugh going to take a bump. Anderson with a big blindsided hit along the boards. He's going to take a cross check. Here's a quick shot. Going to get knocked down. Big hit on Nick Dowd. Anderson just drilled him. And this is going to hop out past the Montreal defenseman. Racing back to pick this one up. Habs going to grab it. They're going to flip this one up. Hudson getting it up. Suzuki across, back to Suzuki, over the line, dropping it for Slafkovsky. He puts it down. Hudson, he's too low. He gives it away. And the Capitals going to turn. Hot start here for the Canadiens. They got a little energy boost after killing off that power play. Jack Guy back behind the boards. He's going to move it. Funny, nobody goes to hit Jack Guy after he passes it. Here comes Caulfield, wheeling and dealing. Cutting to the inside. The shot is going to go wide. Back in the corner, Slafkovsky playing it back. That shot from the D is going to trickle not far in. Hudson trying to cut it down. Suzuki, he's going to keep this one in. Suzuki sending it around behind the net. Gets cut off, and he throws a hit. Capitals, Strome, he's going to pass this one up. It's bouncing all the way. The Capitals dump this one in. Good start here. Good pace. Carrier picking it up. He's on his horses. bringing it over the red line, over the blue line. Carrying it in, sharp angle shot, that's going to go wide. Cap's going to tip this one out. Matheson going to reverse for Evans. Evans going to step up. He has it in his feet, and he gets plastered by Wilson. Wilson gets a slew foot from Demidov, and he goes down, and he doesn't like it looking around. Capitals sending this down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call. Wow, they are coming. Montreal is bringing it, and they're doing an excellent, excellent job. The hits, oh, that's the wrong, I'm like, that's not the right game screen. There's no way they had that many hits in this first period. Let me back this one up. Some great hitting here. They are really coming out firing. Looking very nice to start this second period. Thank you for that subscribe. 20 subs to go.
Will take the draw.
Montreal face off in the Washington Capital zone. Cap's going to win it. They're going to play this one off the boards. Wilson going to carry this one out. He's going to take a high shot to the face from Matheson, and he goes down. And here comes Dubois with a flying hit to take down Matheson. Up to Anderson. Anderson cutting through the middle. Dubois is pinching up on him. He goes for a hit, and Anderson going to shake it off. Shake it off. This down, I can't believe I just did that. Wilson sure did get hammered. Trying to play this one up. They can't control it. Again, Capitals into the zone. They got three breaking in. Here's a long shot. Great save. Big rebound. It's going to come back to the point. Another shot. That one is blocked. Habs got it clear. Eller putting this one across. A nice block, but not out. Another shot in front. Oh, and that one's going to be just chipped out. Holy smokes. Billy, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe and helping us grow. Very, very close situation there. Here's Gallagher going to touch it up, but he's offside. Offside. Good pace. Good pace there, stepping it up right now. And really like to see that. Montreal, they ripped off a couple of shots there. Holy smokes. That was impressive effort there. The Capitals firing it, but Sam Montembeault standing tall. By the way, in the face-off circle right now, Montreal is up to 70%. 70%. They're just doing a great job. 5 minutes gone in this second period, and really Montreal has been the dominant team here so far. There we go. Thank you for those subs. 19 subs away. Off the draw, Montreal going to turn it over. Here come the Caps again. Sharp angle. That shot's going to go wide. All the way down the ice. Carlson going to settle it down. Here comes Caulfield on the forecheck. Carlson moves it quickly. It's stolen by Goalie. Passed it up. It's stolen. 2-on-1. 3-on-1. Here's a shot. Why didn't you pass that? Suzuki lets it rip. He had Caulfield wide open on the wing. He elected to shoot. Montreal going to step up. They're going to keep this one in. Great job by Slafkovsky, and he gets rocked in the trolley tracks coming across the middle. Back across. Slafkovsky is up. He's moving through. Here's a long pass. That's going to go all the way down the ice. Ovechkin, he's there up on Goalie. Ovechkin was just standing and waiting at the blue line. Here comes Suzuki. He's going to play this one ahead. Montreal, Caulfield sending it in. Thompson out to stop it behind the net. Van Riemsdyk going to play it around. Montreal steals it. It's there. Oh, they didn't see it. It was in the feet. Picked up here by Armia. Armia in the corner. Lost the handle. He's going to pump this one back to the line. And that couldn't be held in by Savard. Here come the Caps. Oh, there's a beauty of a hit along the boards. Duhaime, he's getting rocked. Here's another shot. And a stop there. Alexiev stepping into it, and it's caught up in the mesh at the side of the net. Holy smokes, great play here. They are gripping it and ripping it. They're going to go to commercial break. Slafkovsky coming across the middle, as Don Cherry used to say, in the trolley tracks. Wow. Okay. I'm going to order Uber Eats, Sam. You decide. Oh, Stefan. Harvey's or McDonald's? That's such a tough call. Let me ask, what's your order? What do you get from each? What do you get from each? Because that will decide. That will decide. I don't want to tell you my regular orders because it's disgusting how much I eat. Who are these Habs, Dan said. Dan, these Habs are playing for their lives right now. Yeah, Beverly, the Angus burger's so good. So good. Harvey's Burger, McDonald's fries. There you go. Angus Burger, quarter pounder. Oh, so I'm not a fan of the quarter pounder, so then I say Harvey's. I'm a Big Mac guy. Big Mac, filet of fish, McChicken, nuggets, but no quarter pounders. Go to Harvey's. Yeah, you got to do the Angus Burger. Angus Burger and a grilled chicken sandwich, or grilled chicken is nice too. If you want to live dangerously, go for the poutine. Poutine is delicious. Absolutely delicious. Mark. You're probably not wrong. Order a double. Oh, Spencer, that's a little much. I don't know if I can pull off a double Angus burger. That's a little much. Dan wants to get the shawarma chicken. Rick, no, they didn't. Amelia, you're a Whopper. Amelia, yeah, I could do Whoppers any day. They're so good. Rick says Burger King filed for Chapter 11. I hope not, Rick. And isn't it Burger King? No, it was Wendy's that bought Tim Hortons. Right? Wendy's bought Tim Hortons. All right, we got to check this. You're going with Harvey's. There you go. Gotta love the Harveys. KQ, the Chick-fil-A. You know, I haven't had a lot of Chick-fil-A. I don't mind it. It's pretty good. Chick-fil-A has really good chicken noodle soup. I'm sure it's from a can, but it's tasty. What's that? 57 restaurants in Florida and Georgia being closed by BK. Wow. Fat Burger. Isn't that where we used to go, Fat Burger, back in the day up by the mall? Fat Burger, yes. A Ninja Fat Burger, delicious. All right, before you guys make me hungry, let's get back to this. McMichael spinning out of the corner. He's going to lose it. Lost the handle. Dubois can't get it. Montreal going to chip this one out. They're pressing. Worked Harvey's as a teenager. Can he? No, Dan, I appreciate it. Here's a blast. Oh, it's trickling just past the goalpost. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was so close. Montreal almost came back. Oh, there goes my back again. Number one, what's going on? It just happens. It's an instinctual, emotional reaction. Here comes Montreal again with a shot off the blocker. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Len, I hope you're doing okay. It's not Fat Burger. It's changed to Big Beautiful Burger. Amazing. Oh, but yeah, Fat Burger was so good. In over the line, Demidov going to drop it. Here comes Newhook with a shot, and that's going to go up and over. Bringing this through. He is earning that paycheck tonight. There's a big hit. Nice, number one. Have fun. Here they come again. Dallas, I might need them on retainer. Cycling this one around, down in the corner. Trying to bring it around. Montreal, dominating play right now. Spinning around behind the net. Demidov working. Getting this to Evans. Evans and Demidov pushed up in the corner. And the Caps going to bring this one out. And you want a smash burger. Ryan Leonard just runs into the linesman, and he got taken down by the stripes. And here it's coming back. It's going to be called as an offside at the line.
The Montreal Canadiens in game 1 and 2 were severely outplayed in the first two periods, and it was
unbelievable. Where has this Montreal team been the first two games? They are playing incredible right now. Thompson swiped at it with the glove. It just missed it and trickled back. Yes, Spencer. I got lots. We got some right here. We're good to go. Oh yes, Ken. How can we forget A&W? A&W. You know, I used to get A&W once in a while, and they've opened one up near here, and it is so good. Teen burgers are delish. Good breakfast. Rick, I haven't tried the breakfast. I may have to venture over. And this is going to be deflected up and out of play. Savard is going to go. Nope, Canadiens going to the power play. Savard was down on one knee. Capitals to the box. Great onion rings. Yet, Matthew, their onion rings are huge. Would you mind getting me the ice pack? Thank you.
We'll have a look at it. He's moving his jaw around. We'll see if Duhaime gets him up in the jaw area.
No, it doesn't matter. The big one. The big one. So this one coming in a high hit elbow. The hands came up like this. The hit comes leading with the elbow, and Savard turns the head around. I'm not going to lie. Oh, yes, he did make contact. The first two angles looked like Savard turned his head and spun away from it. But that third angle, you could see contact. Jeremy, how's it going? Let's do it. Power play. Thank you very much. Power play coming up. Let's go.
They are 1-1 and they're being outplayed.
It's so cold.
What we saw in Washington with Montreal. Even though they were being outplayed, they stayed in the hunt. So
embellished. Dan, definitely so cold. Definitely a little bit of extra drama on that spin, but he got him. He got him. Oh, Spencer, I did acupuncture once, twice actually, and I don't know if I will ever do it again. All right, there we go. Off the draw. Coming in front, they score! Montreal has taken the lead. Just like that, as they just get settled in the penalty box, and it's going to be Nick Suzuki on the power play. Suzuki fired it up. And he puts that one home. A great backhand off the draw. Slafkovsky to Suzuki. Oh, it wasn't even Slafkovsky. I think Carlson played this one out. Great job there. Montreal taking the lead. All right, we are 3 likes away. Who's going to do it? Smash that thumbs up. Smash that subscribe. It's over here. Let's go. 18 subs away. Let's get to that 100. A nifty little backhander right off the draw. Just a couple of ticks into the power play. And Montreal takes the lead. Oh, Suzuki. That was outstanding. An outstanding play. Bradley, thank you for sharing us out. Appreciate that. Share out the stream. Let's go. Suzuki just ripping it, his second. Needed that one. Here they look out. Open ice hit. Wilson stepping up on his man. Here comes Carrier flipping it down in the corner. He's coming in after it. This is taken away by Chychrun. Gallagher was getting up. Habs going to hold it in at the line. Anderson is buzzing. He's going to go around the wrong side of the net. Carlson, a long pass up. Here comes Dubois. Dubois, little drop pass to McMichael. Centering it across for deflection. That's going to go up and at a play. And McMichael gives a little bump to Dvorak, and Dvorak comes with a cross check. And here comes Chychrun over. And why are you going to a picture-in-picture commercial break when they're starting to fight with each other? My goodness. That was a really nice goal. A really, really nice goal. This crowd is getting fired up. They are ramped up. Montreal with the lead. And I believe, is this the first lead in the series they've had?
It didn't take much here for Dvorak.
So Dvorak gives a cross check back to McMichael. And everybody coming in. Tommy hitting that subscribe. Thank you so much, Tommy. Welcome to the party.
It doesn't take much to really peeve someone off.
Love the emotion. Love the energy that Montreal is showing here right now. They have come to play. 17 more to go. Thank you for those likes. There it is. Now we just got to hold. Montembeault needs to stay sharp. This Canadian team is like we have not seen yet in these playoffs. Whatever conversation they had on the flight home has made a difference. The wave is going around the building. Let's get the wave going around here. Find those wave emojis. Drop them in the chat. 3, 2, 1. Hey, get those hands up. As the Capitals behind the net. They're going to pass this one back to the line. Working it through. Down around Caps. Maintaining possession. Stolen by Montreal. Here they come again. Caulfield bringing it in. He's going to flip this one towards the net. Off the blocker into the corner. Caulfield putting it around back to the point. Up top to Suzuki. He misplayed it. They're going to play it off the boards. Caps haven't brought it out. Now they will. Sandin going to bring this one forward. Sandin bringing it over. Here's a shot. Montembeault steers it to the corner. There it is. The waves are coming in. The hands are up. The hands are up. And here's a lead pass for Caulfield with one man to beat. Caulfield going. He's racing. Hudson was racing to catch up. A nice save. And now Hudson has to race to get back. As this is going to be cleared all the way back, and Savard is going to go and get it. And that's going to be a call. The goaltender, Thompson, was fixing his helmet. Play was continuing. I thought there was a whistle. Well, play continued. There's a huge hit right in front of the Capitals bench. That was a dangerous hit there. That looked like it was on the numbers. Jack-Eye just absolutely floored. Eller coming around. He's going to play this up. Magniapane in the corner. He's spinning away from a hit. Back to Chychrun. He steps into one. He scores. Jacob Chychrun ties this one at 2. He just gets the puck, walks up into that face-off dot, and absolutely hammers it. A big-time shot. Big-time shot. Wow. This one comes over. He's got a whole lane, a nice pass. Nobody there, a big blast, and absolutely no chance. No chance. Chychrun, the bottom of the face-off dot, almost up to the hash marks, fires this blocker side and just completely blows it past. He was square. Montembeault was square and no chance. I mean, this was just a 100-mile-an-hour fastball coming in. And Jack-Eye with a cross-check to Leonard after the whistle. Holy smokes. There you go, John. Will, how's it going? Welcome in. What a big blast by Chychrun. Brings it back up, ties this one up. And it just goes to show, remember, Montreal moments ago was up to 70% in the faceoff circle. They've now come down to 55%. So Washington, this is where the veteran experience and the playoff experience comes in. Where Washington holding their cool, able to start winning some draws. They just won another one. This being all the way sent down. Montreal had the momentum. That one goal has quieted this building very, very quickly. Fans need to get up and get going. Matheson gets shaken off. This pass is going to come back and all the way down. Under 9 minutes to go in period number 2. Here's a race for it. Kapanen going to get there. Kapanen trying to dig this out of the corner. Carlson and Chychrun there. Heineman can't get it. He lost his stick. He's going to go to the bench. This is going to be flipped up and down the ice. Duhaime is racing for it. They're going to bring this one in the corner. Out in front again. Here's a shot. Montembeault with the save. Matheson is going to bring this one to the corner. He's going to play this one up. Montreal, Newhook chips this one out. And Newhook takes a high hit. And Duhaime is going to go to the box as he steps in to Newhook. Newhook, a smart heads-up play there. The puck was there. The puck was loose. Newhook couldn't get there. And Duhaime steps in front of him and takes him down. So talking about that experience, that's a bad play as got a little too overzealous, stepping in a Newhook before he could get to the puck. So the Habs going back to the power play when they return from this commercial break. What an incredible pace. What an incredible pace to this hockey game. Love it. Absolutely love it. But welcome in if you are just joining us. Welcome to the party. Thanks for being here tonight. Tomorrow, we're right back here. 2 games tomorrow. 1 o'clock afternoon start. It's the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers. The Panthers taking this one back home to the Amarant Arena. They are looking to go up 3-0 in the series. And then the Maple Leafs, tomorrow night, Game 4, with a 3-0 lead, are looking to do something they haven't done in a long time. Hockey night in Canada, hockey night on the Experience, hockey day on the Experience. It's going to be an absolute blast. So, and then we'll be getting things set up here in the morning. And oh my goodness, this is going to be wild. Ulysses, how's it going? Welcome into tonight. Oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. Alex, how's it going? Welcome in. Catch the puck. Catch the puck. Catch the puck. Let the beards grow. I don't let it grow more than this. It'll grow a little bit more, but I'm not going to lie. I'll probably shave tomorrow. It drives me nuts when it gets so long. Mike, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, this is not good. Montembeault has left the game. Montembeault has left the game. Dobish is coming in.
If he had to use the washroom or something
So I
crazy
wonder
like
what
that,
happened
he
with
was gonna
Montembeault.
use the rush.
Dobish
He
is
looks like
coming in
he's telling
cold, so he's
Dobish,
kind of
"I'm
stretching it
sorry,
up here.
I put you in
Now
this
it is
spot."
going to be a power
Obviously
play
something is not
for
right with
Montreal.
Stanley
What's the
Montembeault,
deal with Sam
and Ivan
Montembeault?
Dobish is gonna come into
At
the
the
net for
commercial break,
Montreal
Montembeault
Canadiens.
has left the game.
Welcome to the Stanley Cup Playoffs,
So,
where anything can happen at any time.
We don't know. Is it an injury? Is it an equipment
You
issue?
gotta
Did he
think
need
the
to go to the
Washington Capitals are
bathroom?
going, "Okay,
We don't know what the
let's
issue
test
is
this
with
guy
Montembeault.
as quickly as
If
possible."
anybody knows, if anybody
So
sees
Dobich
anything
makes his
online,
playoff
please do
debut
let
just
us know.
past the midway mark here, the
We
second
do not
period,
know.
game
He
three,
just
tied at
left
2 as
and
the
went down
Canadiens
the
go to
tunnel.
power play.
Oh, Stefan going with the wisdom. I had that done a long time ago. Could be Mike. Hey, we saw Shaq had to leave the set to use the facilities. Maybe he just has to go. Here's a shot right on and a nice stop. Maybe Montembeault, had some bad pre-game meal and just not sitting well.
Exactly what we're looking at is he makes the push. He's going to reach back.
Oh, so they found a shot they're showing. He went down to make a save. He pushed to the right and then pushed back to the left, and he reached back and grabbed the back of his left leg. So I wonder if he's going to go have this massaged or looked at real quick, but it could be an issue on the left calf. Hudson back, bringing this one across. Thank you so much for the subscribe. Here's a jam play, trying to put it in. They can't bring it back. Pamela, thank you so much, and welcome into our community. Bonjour to all of our Montreal friends. Je m'appelle Samuel, and we're here to have a good time. Behind the Montreal net, they're going to bring this one across. Here comes Hudson. He's going to drop this one back. I hate this drop back play on the power play. They're using like some drone footage, this flying camera, and it's an impossible angle. They all look like ants. Can't see a number. Here they come. Demidov going through the legs, trying to go upstairs. Demidov sending this one around. Back to the point. Over to Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky taking a look. What is with this camera angle? Crime Dog, what's up? Over to Slafkovsky again. He shoots. That's going to go high. Holy smokes. Demidov, another shot. He's going to bring this one back. I agree, Crime Dog. Here's another shot. Oh, he hits the side of the net. Coming so close. Zoran, how's it going? Welcome in. Montembeault, both are having that right, Spencer. Yeah, his is probably going to be worse than mine. It's the video game angle. It's crazy. Hudson going to bring this one up. He curls towards the middle, taking it in, feeding it back to the line. Here comes Gallagher with a shot. That's going to go high. 20 seconds left in the power play. Sending this one down low. Back up. Suzuki. Playing this to the point. Hudson. Waiting. Now playing it down low. Up top, Heineman to Hudson. Hudson shoots, looking for the deflection. He missed. Heineman picking this one back up. Playing it around the corner. Suzuki tried to play it in front. Cap steal. They're going to bank it off the boards. And here they come. Duhaime flying out of the box. Matheson getting up on him. Duhaime gets there first. Putting it out in front. Washington plowing their way in the corner. Strome getting tied up here. He's trying to center it. 3 Canadians in the corner. They're going to play it out to the middle of the ice. Here comes Montreal. A little chip pass and a chase. Turning around is Newhook. Newhook shooting. Oh, that was deflected just wide. Going in the corner, trying to get this one. My goodness. And here come the Caps. Chittering going to play this one up on the far side. Caps little crisscross. Chittering coming in, centering towards the net. And Dobish is just going to hang on to it. You know, for those that don't know, if you're not familiar, if you haven't watched a lot of Montreal games, they're going to go to commercial break. Dobish is a phenomenal goaltender. I was lucky enough to be at his debut in Florida where he shut out the Panthers 4-0 in his NHL debut. He was absolutely spectacular. He's had some really good games. He's still learning. He's still growing. He's still developing. But in Dobish, we trust. He is going to be the future of this Montreal Canadiens team. And absolutely solid keeper. Really like his style of play. Now, this is a big pressure opportunity. First playoff game against the Washington Capitals, against Alex Ovechkin. We're going to have to see how he stands up. You know, just stay in your net, cover up the puck, don't give up rebounds. It's all about the basics. If he can stay strong on his fundamentals, which he can, he'll be just fine. And we'll have to see if Montembeault will make a return at any point. Again, he left the game. They found a clip where after power sliding across, he kind of reached down to his left, and it looked like his calf or his hamstring. Hard to tell with all that equipment on and how they're bending. But he did reach back, so something with his left leg seems to be the issue. We're hoping it's nothing major, and maybe he can return here tonight. But we'll wait until we get official word. We'll see if Dobish plays out the period, and then what happens come period number 3. There's just about under 6 minutes to go here in period number 2, and we'll see what is going to be. Yeah, could be a sprain, could be a little pull. You know, he's been having to push a lot, and sometimes when you push across, you feel something that doesn't feel right. It's better to kind of get the therapist, get the trainer to look at it, get them to feel it, and make sure everything seems normal. Hopefully they don't need an ultrasound or an x-ray or anything like that.
What a resource it is to have him behind the bench,
Stefan,
guys.
oh my goodness. All right, can't play. No, can't play on a sprained ankle. I don't think it's an ankle injury. You know, we did see, you know, of course, Joseph Wall last year had that high ankle sprain, which, you know, you can't play on that either. And that you can feel up high on the leg. So we'll see what it's going to be. Love that pickle, man. Here we go, off the draw, this coming around. Nick, thank you so much for the follow, appreciate it. Biddington for PM, Blues in 6. Wouldn't that be something if they came all the way back? Dig, what's going on? Welcome in. Andrew, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome in, everybody. Thanks for being here. If you're new, come in the chat, say hello. Let us know who you are and who you're cheering for. Ovechkin tried to line up for a hit. Missed on that one. Here's a shot, great shot blocked. Montreal going to flip this one out and down the ice. There it is. Love that dance. Thank you for that subscribe. We are 15 subscribers away. Little tip pass through the middle. Back to get this one. Canadians all the way. They're doing it. They're pressing. They're playing good hockey. Anderson following his man. This comes to Sandin. Sandin's shot got blocked by Gallagher. Gallagher chasing Sandin down. He's going to reverse it to Roy. Dvorak up on him. Here comes Evans with a hit. Dvorak steals, plays it to the front of the net. That's taken away by Eller. Here's Demidov. He comes flying in, getting it back to the line. Dump back to the corner. Evans can't get a stick on it. And again, the Capitals cycling it around behind the net. They're now going to play this one off the boards. Montreal can't keep it in. Here come the Caps over the line. This is going to be dumped in. Back around, Magniapani coming in with a bit of a bump. Jack-Eye going to send this around. Not out. Kept in. Savard going to pick this one up. He's going to play this. Taken away. Cottaging, what's going on? On the way to the cottage. Nice. Drive safe. Alexiev going to put it high off the glass. Back to the center ice line. Played through the middle. And Montreal going to go and change it up. Alexiev again is going to play this ahead. Dumped in around behind the net. Playing it around. Caps there. Broken stick. They're going to go change it up. Slafkovsky, an outlet pass. Misses Caulfield. And the Caps putting it right back down. Dobish going to come out. He is going to stop it. Here comes Savard. Savard is taking a look. He's now going to move this one up. Over the line is Suzuki. Suzuki dumping this one inside of the net. Wow. Capitals there going to move this one. It is a fun game. A fun game indeed. Little collision in the boards. Caulfield can't get it. Suzuki going to rotate it around. Coming out. Face-off dot. They play it back. This one is intercepted. Here comes Montreal. They're bringing it in over the line, and that's taken away. What just happened? That was a weird sequence. A weird play. And that's going to be an icing call. Back down to the Washington zone we go. Coach, unless you're a Leafs fan. That's funny. Get the car radio going. There you go. So Montreal playing a much better game today. If they would have played like this in the first 2 games, the outcome may have been different. All right, let's take this ice pack off. It's been on for too long. Off the draw. This coming around. Caps going to win this one. They're going to play it through. Montreal going to steal. They keep it in. Over to the side. Nice little move by Heineman. Heineman going to wrap this one around the boards, but no real oomph on that pass. Hudson is going to pinch up. This is going to come high off the glass and out. Excuse me. Goalie behind the net. Goalie setting it up. He's now going to work this one forward. Here comes Armia. He's going to chip this one in. The linesman had to jump out of the way. Back behind, and this is going to be moved through. Montreal keeping this one in. Nice little move in the corner. Hudson stick handling in a phone booth, and he throws it towards the net. That's going to be grabbed and held onto. Just checking from a concert. What's the score? It is 2-2. 2-2 is the score. Which concert are you at? Hopefully you're seeing something really good. Metallica here last night. I think they might be here again tonight. But saw a bunch of clips on social media. Looked like a good show. Again, welcome in whichever platform you're watching on. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you're hitting that follow. Hit that follow. Hit that subscribe button. We're very close on a couple of the platforms of hitting little milestones. So good job by Hudson. 2:20 to go. 2:20 to go here in this period. Dvorak setting up. He's going to lose this draw. Caps are starting to win a bunch of faceoffs. They get this to the line. It's going to come out and down the ice. Dvorak, he's going to put it off the boards, and they're going to get this one out to the neutral zone. Montreal, a bad pass, but it takes a Montreal bounce. Here's Dvorak with a shot. That's deflected up at a play. And Anderson, he's mixing it up. Anderson takes a shot to the nose. Dvorak takes a shot to the face. Now Radish has Dvorak in a headlock. The referees are going to break this one up. Anderson is showing blood. He's got some juice going. So he takes one to the face. Oof. A punch right to the face.
When you look at defensemen,
Matt Waugh, just a straight arm right to the punter. Yeah, Brian Adams is going on tour. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'll have to check out and see what the ticket prices are like for the Toronto show. Spencer, at 2001, I thought it was. 2001. Go Habs. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hopefully they get it going. They've been playing great. Forgot the... Oh, no, coach. Oh, no. The giant goaltender, the guy who's in net right now, I don't know if he's such a giant. I don't know his size. Let's see. Let me see. Dobish is in net now for Montreal as Montembeault left the game. So Dobish in here is 6'4", 215 pounds for Dobish. This coming around the boards. Montreal trying to hold. They can't. Caps get it out to the red line. Now they put this one into the Montreal zone. This coming around. Looks very tough. He's a big 6'4". Line A is out. That's right. No Line A today. 260. Oh, my goodness. Coach. Back through. Cam, what's going on? Welcome in. It's 2,000. All right, there you go. This coming in front. Going to try and chip this out. They can't. Montreal getting sloppy again. We don't like when that happens. Back to Chychrun at the point. Chychrun. He's going to put this one across. Cap's going to move it up. 1:22 to go in this period. Back over, played to the line, Chychrun again. He's going to move it up. Caps are spinning. Here's a shot. That's blocked to the corner. Matheson is going to swipe at it. He's going to get this one down the ice. Maniacs TV coming in with that follow. Thank you so much. Thank you for hitting that follow. Down around Goalie trying to settle it down, getting it over to Hudson. Hudson ripping it around the boards. This is going to come out, and the Caps going to back it up. They move it now into the Montreal zone, and Hudson going to race in here after. He's going to back this one up. We're in the last minute. Last minute of play in this period. Little pass across. Habs getting into the zone. It's going into the corner. Suzuki backing it up to Hudson. Going to put this one across. Here's a shot looking for the deflection. It ricochets just through the crease. That's why you need guys in front. 30 seconds to go. Roy going to throw this one up. Knocked down by Ovechkin, who again is hovering around that blue line. Lila, how's it going? Welcome in. Playing this one up. Slavkovsky to Suzuki. 18 seconds to go. Suzuki shoots. That goes wide. Side of the net. Here comes Caulfield. Suzuki trying to intercept. Hudson steals. Plays it across. They score! What a play by Lane Hudson. A lazy play here by the Washington Capitals as they grabbed it and lazily tried to clear it out. Hudson comes in and steals it, spots Suzuki posted up on the back door, and he says, knock, knock, who's there? And he absolutely buries it. What a goal. Heads up play here by Hudson. Washington had it behind the net, and they lazily play it up. Hudson jumps in front of Ovechkin. Ovechkin was standing there waiting for the puck to come to him, and Hudson jumps around him, steals it. Oh, it was Caulfield, excuse me. It's Caulfield that was at the back door. Caulfield is going to get the goal. There you go. Caulfield puts it in 3-2. 3-2 Montreal. Unbelievable. Caulfield from Hudson, and this period is done. And there's a hard hit by Matheson right at the end. Eller's going to take a bump from Anderson as well, and the linesman jumping in there. They're going to separate everything. Holy smokes. What a job. Hustle. That is hustle. Ovechkin was literally sitting there just in front of the blue line waiting for the pass to come. And it was a lazy, slow pass. And Hudson recognized it. And hang on, Duhaime is getting up here on Savard. Now we got everybody involved here. All the players are on the ice. There's a big scuffle in front. Anderson is on the bench with the linesman, and Wilson is going. They're on the bench. They're fighting on the bench. Wilson has Anderson. Anderson is bent over backwards, and Tom Wilson is throwing punches at Anderson on the bench. The glove comes off. The linesmen are trying to grab him. Other players, Evans are grabbing him. Chychrun is grabbing him. Anderson and Wilson now go down on the bench. The referee is hunched over. Oh, I've never seen anything like this. And they're still going. The entire benches are empty. It's a bench brawl. Can we call it that? Everybody's got somebody. Holy smokes. Trevor Van Riemsdyk, he's got a hand there on Carrier. Matheson is tied up with somebody. Duhaime and Evans were given shots. The linesman finally pulls Anderson off the bench, and they're moving him around. I don't know how this started. Tom Wilson is waving goodbye at Anderson. Did Anderson go on the bench to go at Tom Wilson? And holy moly, how did this start? This was insane. So everybody was leaving the ice. Tom Wilson comes over and grabs Jack-Eye. Wilson grabs Jack-Eye. Anderson comes over and grabs Wilson. And then, oh, he falls through the door. Anderson falls through the door as the door was open. And then he gets through on the bench. And then Wilson climbs onto the bench after Anderson. So Anderson falls through the door on the bench. I've never seen anything like that. They all get mixed up. Wilson is pushing at Anderson, and he's along the boards, and the door is open. Anderson falls through the door, and he's now on the bench. The linesman comes through as well. Now Tom Wilson steps up on the bench to go after Anderson, and the linesman is stuck in the middle. The whole coaching staff of the Washington Capitals are still there. Holy smokes. Eric, what's going on? Welcome in. This is just absolutely wild. Tom Wilson is mocking like he's crying and whining. That's crazy. Mara, how's it going? Welcome in. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that. It was like a full-out line brawl. Those two were the main event. Everybody was mixed up. It's going to be very interesting to see what the calls are going to be here. Meldon, welcome in. All right, let's go to the intermission screen. That was just crazy. I've never seen anything like that before. It was just a nice goal here, a great goal. They take the lead, and then some rough stuff as Jack-Eye comes over and starts having some words, and all of a sudden, here comes Anderson. Anderson gets pushed into the boards, and those two are scuffling, and because the door is still open, Anderson falls through the door. He was able to kind of hold his balance. The linesman comes in on top of him, and then here comes Tom Wilson, who actually steps up onto the bench and is going at it. So very, very interesting. We've heard you cannot leave the bench to enter a fight. But if a fight is taking place, if your guy you want to get is on the bench, can you leave the ice to go on the bench? That was crazy. Cottaging, there you go. Good luck to you. I hope you get something. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. We're gonna see if we can find a clip of this. We're gonna see if it sells tickets. Let's see if we can find. Let's see if we can find this. Somebody I'm sure is gonna post it in a moment. If we can find this, we will definitely share this with you. We will definitely bring this one up so you can get an idea of what was going on. But that was absolutely spectacular. I've never seen. I've seen a lot in hockey. I've never seen that ever before. I mean, phenomenal, phenomenal. Um, that's crazy. Okay, let me see here. Oh, nope, 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 nope. All right, let's. My source, who I normally get some stuff with, not on here right now. So let's see. We're gonna go over here to this feed. Nope, that's the goal. All right, we'll give it a minute. I'll keep my eyes open to see if it is posted here, and then we'll take a look. But that was gangbusters. Wilson, listen, Wilson is one of those players, and I don't blame Wilson for this. I mean, I kind of do. But Jack Guy started with him, and that's why they put Jack Guy in the lineup tonight, right? That's why Jack Guy is in the lineup tonight, to mix it up. Prep, what's going on? I do hope Stripes is no worse for wear after being caught. Yeah, right. So Jack Guy actually started it. Wilson, or then Anderson came over. Wilson kind of grabbed him and started pushing him up against the boards. And then all hell broke loose, and that was really funny. Okay, let's see here. Is this, how far does this go? There we go. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Here, let's take a look. Oh, is it going to be really choppy though? Give me a moment. I'm going to set this up. Don't go anywhere. We're going to show you what just went down. We're going to walk through it and break it all down. I just need a moment to get organized and bring this up, and then we'll review. But this is something I've never seen before. And I love when we get involved with hockey skirmishes or stuff, something that I've never seen before. Because I don't know about you all, but I'm sure you're the same. When we get a chance to see things we've never seen, it makes it that much more exciting. Okay, so I'm actually going to move it here. Let's try and make it a little bigger for you. So you can see here, it all starts Beauvillier, Dehaime. They're kind of talking at it, right? They're kind of going. You can see everybody starts to come over. Now from this angle, you can't really see. It's kind of in the background, but up here at the top is where the skirmish is starting. And then all of a sudden, Anderson ends up in the bench. So right here is the aftermath. He fell through the door, right? Anderson here fell through the door, which was open here. You can see the linesman is in here. Wilson is now going to make his way onto the bench, and they're actually fighting through the bench. They're actually fighting on the bench. The poor linesman is caught in the middle here. And so they're going all the way down the bench. Tom Wilson just runs Anderson all the way down the bench, and then they're trying to get separated. He's going to bend him over here. And it got to the point where you can see everybody's starting to grab people. So everybody's getting involved, and they're just going at it, right? The linesman is still trying to separate them, and they go down right here. Now they've disappeared. They've fallen down. I thought Sam was joking when he started the play-by-play incident. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Here's the other angle. They're down here below trying to get up, and you can see, everybody's tangling with somebody. Everybody's getting going. I mean, this is just something we haven't seen in a long time. And so, they're trying to separate it and break it up. But there's Anderson making his way off the bench and being separated away. And there's Tom Wilson kind of doing the little bye-bye. And I mean, what a bizarre thing. What an absolute bizarre thing. We're going to see if there's any other angles of it. But how crazy. I want to see if we can find that angle. There was a reverse angle where you could actually see them kind of falling through the door. So I'm kind of scouring to see if we can find that reverse angle, because it was kind of funny. Okay, no, they don't have that reverse angle. But, I mean, what a bizarre play. I've never seen anything at all like that in all my years of loving this game of hockey. Um, is this? Oh, yes. Here, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Hang on, bear with me. This one, it starts a little bit late, but you'll get the idea. I might have to, whoops, I pushed the wrong button. Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam. It's not that hard. Okay, so I may have to adjust the screen, but you'll get the idea. So here's the referee. You can see Anderson is already here. What just happened? Oh, hang on, it just jumped on me. Let me go back. Let me go back. Bring it up. Oh, where was that? That was the perfect view. No, that was the perfect view. Oh boy. I will find it again. I will find it again. Here, okay. I think this is a different one. But it'll work. It'll work. All right, so you can see here. Let me adjust this, make it a little bigger for you. So you can see as they're on the bench. Here's Anderson. Anderson is already down. He's already down. Here's the door open. The linesman is stepping through the door. And so here the linesman is kind of falling. He grabs on for balance, and you can see here's Anderson. He fell through that door. The linesman holding his balance, he's going to get up. And then here's Wilson. Wilson is now pushing his way onto the bench. And then he comes through, and then they fight all the way down the bench. So Wilson coming right through. I mean, this was just a crazy sequence of events. Absolutely insane. So I'm very curious what this is going to be called for. I'm sure both guys are going to be gone. The question is how much time. Let's see. There's lots of fan angles coming in as well. I'm trying to see if we got some any good shots. Here's this goal. Don't want to use that. So is this? Oh, here's. Darn it. No, I thought I might be able. There was a good clip. I just saw it of how it all started, but that one, it jumped on me and went away so quickly. This might be a good one. Let me fast forward here. No, it's the same. All right. Well, you guys get an idea. You get an idea of what happened. Okay, so they've posted the penalties. So at the 20-minute mark, Jack-Eye is getting roughing against Eller. So he's gone for 2. Eller is getting roughing against Jack-Eye. He's gone for 2. Wilson and Anderson each getting 2 minutes for roughing. And Anderson and Wilson both getting misconducts. So Anderson and Wilson will be off for 10 minutes. So they're going to miss half the third period. That hurts Montreal a lot. Anderson getting a misconduct hurts a lot. We don't miss Sandin. What a bad pass in the D zone. No, right, exactly. I would rather this be Jack-Eye getting the misconduct than Anderson. Anderson has been playing such a solid game for Montreal. On the forecheck pressing, he has been absolutely amazing. So this misconduct is definitely going to hurt Montreal. But I would argue it, losing Tom Wilson as well. Him and Anderson, very similar type players. So, I would say, I guess at the end of the day, it probably helps him out. But in the grand scheme of things, Anderson was a big heavy hitter for Montreal and was doing a lot of great things. Nick, thank you for the follow. Let's see. Kind of hope the Habs come back. I think they will. I think the Habs are going to come back and press. Gator, what's going on? Welcome in. All right. I'm sorry. I know I missed a bunch of your comments as we were looking through to kind of take a look at what was going on there. But that was absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that in my life. just crazy. And Mr. Buck, that's going to be the question. Is there going to be a suspension that comes out of it? Is there going to be a suspension? I don't know if there will be, to be honest with you. Um, Anderson and Wilson, the misconducts are going to kind of settle it. I don't think they're going to throw a suspension. If you don't suspend guys for, and we've seen this not just in this series, we've seen Washington do it, we've seen Ottawa do it, we've seen all kinds of players do it in this series. Cross checks to the face, cross checks to the head. Those are barely getting penalties, let alone any disciplinary action. Hang on one sec. So before Montembeault left, before the commercial break, Elliot Friedman is just reporting Montembeault spoke to the trainer the entire break, which is very unusual for him before he left. So something on that left leg definitely must be bothering him, and that's very unfortunate for Montembeault. So we will be listening in to see if they come up with anything else. This is what happens when you let so much dirty play go on penalties. Retro, that's a great point. That is a great point. When you let things go, and we saw Caulfield in the last game, in the last minute, took that cross check to the face that pretty much folded him in half, went not called, and obviously, Washington then stole the puck and went down, and, it was game over. But they let that stuff go the whole 2 games. And ultimately, players are going to police themselves. We saw this in the Toronto series when Tkachuk and Ridley Gregg were running and bumping Stolarz for 2 games where nobody got called. Well, what happens? Stolarz takes matters into his own, and he starts taking it to Ridley Gregg. So, players got to police. Players got to do things. And it was only a matter of time. And to be honest, things could get much worse. Cottaging, I have not. If leg ain't broke, get back in there, Dan says. Well, you want to make sure it's not going to be anything more. If Dobish can finish off this game, wrap it up, though I'm sure they'll do some imaging or whatnot to make sure it's nothing major. With a little bit of a break, maybe he's back on the weekend, but we'll see. We'll see. You got to be so careful when it comes to a pull or a strain. Because if you miss 1 or 2 games, that's okay. If you tear something, you're going to miss a lot. Andrew, how's it going, buddy? Welcome in, Mr. Scotty. Welcome in. Going to be a few fines. And I think that's what it may be. I don't think you're going to see a suspension. Might just be some fines. Andrew, I'm doing great, thanks. I'm doing really, really good, thanks. Wham bam. Thank you, Sam. Good night. You are very welcome. I'm glad we could find that. I'm glad we could take a look at that because it's one thing for me to describe it and explain it. It's another thing to kind of reference kind of what we're doing. And I'm glad we're able to kind of educate and show what exactly was going on there. So absolutely wild and crazy stuff. But that's hockey. That's playoff hockey, and gets super exciting. All right, hang on. Let me open this one up. There we go. All righty. So, one thing I will say is at least they're not being pushed around. The first 2 games, they got pushed around like crazy. Right now, they are fighting back, and they're fighting back really good, and I like to see that take place. So, great job for Montreal to not allow themselves to be pushed around. So, really, really, really good. Are you drinking Gatorade? Yeah, so we just did. We just opened the Gatorade. We finished our water. We got the Gatorade going now, and I promise you, I just opened it, brand new. It's pure Gatorade. LP, I don't know. I thought they were going to make wholesale changes. I thought the GM might be out of there, but he got renewed and signed to an extension. I don't know what they're doing in New York. So, it's just so weird. So it's 4-on-4. I believe it will be 4-on-4. We got Wilson and Jack Guy and Eller, each 2 minutes for roughing. Wilson and Anderson, theirs is 2 minutes for roughing. So I believe it will be 4-on-4, but we'll wait to see officially what they come up with. Jersey looks like they score first. New Jersey scoring first against Carolina, and that's pretty good. They're up 1-0, so New Jersey taking that lead. Who is the goal scorer for all you hockey poolies out there? It was Nico Heeshire. Heeshire is second from Timo Meier and Andre Palat. So Meier and Palat assisting on Heeshire's goal. The Devils are up 1-0. The Devils scored first the other day as well, but we all know what happened there. There was a little comeback, and they lost. So Devils in the same position here as Montreal, fighting for their lives, even though it's Game 3. They need a big win. All right, the clock has struck 0. It's time to get back to it. Period number 3 is coming up. What is in the red square at the bottom of the score? Oh, it just says 4-on-4. Just says 4-on-4 there. Will they play 2-on-2? Could you imagine, Glenn? That would be outstanding. All right, we're going to get set here. 4-on-4. It's going to be 4-on-4 as we are getting set up to come back. They're at the last commercial break before this one. The question is, are we going to see any more of this physicality? Montreal hanging on to that lead 3-2, and I hope they're not going to sit back and just start playing defensive hockey. That's not going to help anybody. That is not going to help anyone. They have to keep pressing. They got to get shots. If they start letting Washington have 30-second, 40-second shifts in the Montreal zone, things are not going to go their way. It's Montreal's game to lose right now. They have to keep playing the way they have been and keep being able to dominate this one. So we're going to see. We're going to see how they're going to get it going. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. We are 14 subs away now. 14. Come on, we can do that tonight. I'm sure there's probably 20 or 30 of you that haven't subscribed. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for us. Set your notification. Leafs in 4. We got the Leafs tomorrow night. And thank you so much for the follow. We will be here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Well, 6:45 is when we'll go live for the Leafs and the Senators. And an afternoon game at 1 o'clock, it's going to be the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's going to be tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So we got 2 games coming up for you. Panthers looking to take a 3-0 series lead, and we know what Toronto's looking to do, so we're going to be watching that. All right, there it is. Thank you, guys. Moving along, 11 more to go. Crushing it. Great job. All right, come back from the commercial break. Get this one going. What's with this delay? We want to see Montreal go up. We want to see them take this one home. It's been a wonderful game to watch. Third period Warriors, coach, I couldn't have said it better myself. They have been outstanding in the third periods, and let's see them do it again here tonight. This should be a good finish. All the pressure right now is on Montreal. It's not on Washington. So Montreal, they had a very sloppy first. They played much better in that second. Let's see if they can hone that in and, again, play a solid third period. Watch their passes, nice passes. Don't get sloppy. Don't try to get too cute. Just try to come out and do the job. That's what it's all about. Just come out and do the job. Thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe. Vladdy with the home run. There you go, Rick. Vladdy with that home run. Dean, what's going on? Welcome in. Fire it up. Let's go. Paul hitting that subscribe. Thank you very much. The pickle man coming out. That pickle is getting ready to go. Oh, man, I'm so excited. 20 minutes. 20 minutes left. Harold, what's shaking? Welcome in. What do you call 5 Capital players standing ear to ear? A wind tunnel. There you go. That's awesome. Hey, thank you for the thumbs down. We'll take that as well. It's not as appreciated, but that's your opinion. Thank you. All right, let's go. Coming back from commercial break. Let's just go. Get these boys on the ice. Let's fire this one up. 32 hits, 32 hits for Montreal, 20 hits for Washington. So this all started in warm-ups. Jack-Eye and Wilson started in warm-ups. The physicality continued all throughout. Lots of hard hits, some questionable hits both ways on the numbers. Both teams chirping each other, both teams giving cheap shots after the whistle. And then it all broke down in between as the players were going to the benches. Wilson, he actually was skating through the crowd. Interesting. So Wilson, as the players were exchanging and going by, Wilson skated through the crowd to find somebody to grab. I didn't see that on the clips that I saw. So that might warrant more of a fine or an issue for Tom Wilson afterwards with the disciplinary committee, but probably not, because George Peros, he's one of those guys as well. All right, they're in the box. We're set to go. 4-on-4 hockey is what we're going to get. Montreal 3-2. Let's see if they can hang on to it.
And I think that's what set the whole thing off. And then once Jack-Eye came in came Wilson, and you can see Van, look at him move over to shift. He wants to have a conversation with him, get in his head.
Interesting. So a couple, Beauvillier was trying to go at Dobish. Dobish was trying to skate away. Beauvillier was following him, trying to get in his head. And that's kind of what helped start everything. So interesting, they can pick up these little things. Off the opening draw, 2 Caps fall on the puck. And it's going to be played back to Roy. He's going to play this one around, long pass up. That's going to go into the Montreal zone. They're going to very quickly outlet this one back to the neutral zone. Turning around, McMichael, he has it knocked away. And this is going to be dumped in. Gallagher going up at it. Gallagher and Dvorak going to struggle here without their teammate. And here's Dvorak going to keep this one in. Dvorak and Gallagher play really well with Anderson. Coming in front, Gallagher swiping at it. He can't. Matheson holding this one in. Matheson, here's a shot and a quick glove save. And Gallagher standing right in front of the crease. You know he's having some words, but a beauty saved by Thompson. Thompson has been a difference maker today. That's the 27th shot for Montreal tonight, only 14 for Washington. Thompson has been outstanding. He has been very, very good. And he is the reason why the Caps are still in this hockey game. Montreal has been dominant. Ditch, what's going on? Thank you for the gift. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Let's go Panthers and Leafs. Big day tomorrow, Ditch. Big day tomorrow. You know we'll be here. Turning around, Montreal, Newhook tried to play it into the Washington zone, fanned on it, and here come the Caps. They're going to bring it into the Montreal zone. Goalie, back to Evans. Evans setting it all the way back. Hudson setting it up behind the net. Here they come. This little flip pass is up. Dobish still in net here for Montreal, so I don't think we're seeing a return to Montevo. Cycling this one around. Back to the line. Chitrin playing this one. And almost stolen away. Demidov doing a nice job on the forecheck. Caps chipping this one up. Down in the zone. Montreal is being very patient right now. Washington is kind of playing the dump and chase game. I thought they would be a little more aggressive. Hudson, he's going to dump this one in. Suzuki going around the corner. He's going to back away. Caps setting it up. They're going to go change. Everybody's going to go and change. There it is, nine subs left to go. Thank you so much. Down in the corner. Cap's going to play this one up. Back to the point. Cross ice. In the middle of the ice. Here's a long shot looking for deflection. That's going to go just wide. Capitals picking up the loose puck. Side of the net. It's going to go into the corner. They're trying to feed it up to Slafkovsky. He's got to come and help him out. Trouble there. McMichael setting this up top. Cap setting it. Here's a long shot. That's going to go wide. Comes off the boards, and Dobish with the paddle down. Comes to Suzuki. Suzuki with speed. He's going to flip this one around. He's trying to curl in there. Suzuki getting around Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Over to Caulfield. Caulfield tried to go back to Suzuki. That one is stolen by Montreal, or by Washington. Washington can't get it out. Caulfield at the blue line holding it in. Getting some help there from Goalie. And the Caps picking it up. They're going to play this one up. Here come the Caps. Strome. He's going to go across. They score. Alex Ovechkin. There it is. We talked off the opening. We said Ovechkin, it has been a long time since he's been held without a goal in consecutive games. and nobody picks him up coming off the bench. Strome down in the corner. Ovechkin coming right up, a beautiful pass across, and he buries it. Gallagher can't catch him. Caulfield caught Ovechkin, but he couldn't get up there. So a bad effort by both Caulfield and Gallagher. Ovechkin comes off the ice and comes right in. No chance for Dobish, and he buries it. So we're all tied here again. There it is, the GOAT, he says. The GOAT, Ditch says. Oh, GOAT. The GOAT. My goodness. This is going to come around. Ovechkin ties it up. We're all tied at 3s now. Strome and Beauvillier picking up the assists on that Ovechkin goal. You got to be so careful on those line changes. You need to watch who's behind you, and this is going to be an icing now on Montreal. This was just a great play by Washington. Nothing you can do about that one. Ovechkin right off the bench, hustling to get up there. Nobody picked him up, and he buried it. You know, Caps were kind of slow playing the start of this period. Montreal didn't really have anything going, and Washington strikes first. Emily's getting the OV chants going on. Musical chores, welcome in. Lots more hockey to play, that's right. Under 17 minutes to go. Lots more. Thompson relaying this one into the corner. Here comes the forecheck. They can't intercept. They play it right in front of the Washington bench. Capitals getting it back up to Ovechkin. Ovi, another shot, and Dobish gonna hang on to it. A little 85-mile-an-hour snap shot. As Ovechkin, another goal. He's playing really good hockey. That's his 3rd of the playoffs. And again, another point for Strome. The old man woke up. Mike, the old man woke up. He has arisen. It was only a matter of time. Rick feels it coming, feels the OT coming. Will we get another OT game? The ageless Ovechkin. Evans coming in to take this draw against Eller. Face off in the Montreal zone. So Eller is gone. Here comes Magniapane. He comes in to take it. And he's going to win this one back. Caps shooting right off the draw. That's going to get blocked coming into the corner. Montreal going to flip this one out. Here come the Habs. Demidov, nice little move. He's fighting off Chychrun in the corner. Demidov is going to step into Chychrun. Sandin's going to play this one out. Here comes Montreal. Chychrun with a shot to Demidov. Refs aren't calling anything right now. They're going to let it all go. Back around at the side, Montreal Evans going to play this one back. Feeding it over to Goalie. Crowd trying to fire up this team, trying to get everybody going. Hudson dumping it in. If you're just coming in, smash that thumbs up like for us. Hit that like. Down around at the boards. And don't forget to subscribe. We are 7 subs away. This is going to be an offside call as Montreal sends it right back in. It just came out over the line. Yeah, Ditch, it really has been. It really has been a great playoffs. Lots of exciting games. No worries. Hey, love that everybody can come in here and cheer for their own teams. Cheer for who you want to cheer for. That's what this is all about. We got just under 16 to go. So now Dvorak gets waved out. Gallagher is going to come in to take this. Face off outside the Washington blue line. Dowd going to win this one. Here's Armia. Armia putting it back. Habs going to dump this one in. Down around in the boards. Picked up here. Dvorak center in front. They score! There we go. Gallagher's going to get the tip. I think I took Gallagher in my Tim's picks today. I'm pretty sure I did. Gallagher, I think he got the deflection. Dvorak sent this one across. Holy smokes. What a great little play. Montreal taking that lead back. Dvorak in front. Oh, maybe he didn't get it. His stick got caught in Sandin's skate. I thought he got that one through. Lucas, how's it going? Welcome in. Dvorak, I think this is going to go in. It's deflected off Brendan Duhaime. So Duhaime tips it into his own net. Steven, how's it going? Welcome in. It's a Montreal goal. Duhaime scores on his own net, 4-3 Habs. There we go. Bringing this one around. Trying to work this one out. Here comes Montreal. Matheson. He's going to play it ahead. Oh, just runs over the defenseman. Wah. Gallagher in front again. And he gets absolutely dumped. Montreal coming so close. Montreal coming close again. Behind the net. They're going to put this one in front. Put back in the side. Around, back and forth. Yeah, it's back and forth, Eric. For sure. Dumping this one off. Matheson creeping up. He's going to go back door. Oh, they came close. Carrier came real close. But that was shut down. Slavkovsky can't get it. Long pass is going to misfire. And no icing. Leonard is going to beat that one out. Leonard back before Matheson. They played in front. Here's Washington shooting. Great save by Dobish. And the Habs going to clear this one up. It takes a Montreal bounce. Suzuki tried to get it to Caulfield. He couldn't. So Dvorak gets credit for the goal. It's unassisted. Here they come again. Over the line, a long shot. Rebound in front. They're fighting for it. Caulfield slashing and whacking his way through. Playing to the line. Goalie going to hold this one in. He's going to play this one up. Caulfield missed it. Down in the corner, Suzuki, he takes a bump and get knocked down. As Chychrun stole it away, got underneath him. Another broken stick, and the Capitals going to steal this one at the red line. Turning around, Caps setting it up. They're going to bank it off the boards. They're going to slide this one in. Back to Hudson. Hudson flips this one back out, and this is going to roll down the ice. It has been a phenomenal game. Blue Dragon, what's going on? Welcome in. That's okay. It's always tough when you got to pick one. Playing this one down. Oh, there's a trip. The arm goes up, and the Washington Capitals are going to the box for interference. Sticking out the leg for a trip. Oh, my goodness. Interference is the call. They are going crazy. Newhook racing in. Oh, and you know what? It's funny. Watching the replay, Newhook stuck his foot out and tripped himself on Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Heads up play by Newhook to draw the call. Wow. Boy, as things turned around. Dan, that is just it. Who are these Habs? Where were they the first two games? This has been a phenomenal hockey game. Absolutely a phenomenal back and forth game. Ovechkin and Dvorak, your two goal scorers here in this period. It has been amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, if you're just coming in and join us, we need 3 more likes. We need 3 more likes. We need 7 subscribers. 7 subscribers to get to 26,100. I'm sure there's probably like 50 of you in here who aren't subscribed. Smack that subscribe button. We're here almost every single day bringing you hockey action. We got a doubleheader on tap for tomorrow. It's the Panthers and the Lightning, followed by the Maple Leafs and the Senators. 2 amazing games tomorrow. It is going to be hype. Wave on the count of 3. Stefan wants that wave. Get those hands up. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, put those hands in the air. Find those wave emojis and drop them in. Put them up, put them up, put them up. Let's go. There it is. Sam, what's going on? Welcome in. Hey, that's okay, brother. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Ivan hitting that subscribe. Mark hitting that subscribe. Welcome in, everybody. Boom. There it is. The virtual hands are going up. They're going around wherever you are. If you're working at night, put your hands in the air. If you're sitting at the bar, put your hands in the air. If you're driving that car, hopefully not from the bar, stick your hand out the window. Get those hands up. If you're sitting on the couch, put your hands up in the air. This has been wild. They're coming back from commercial break. Let's go. Thank you for those subscribes. A high five. 5 more to go. Let's do it. So, Habs going to the power play. Looking for some insurance. Looking for some insurance. Let's do it. Thank you for those follows. Thank you for those subscribes. Avalanche and Jets. Ditch is going for them all. Here they come, Hudson. Hudson going to play this one down in the corner. Slafkovsky, he turns it over, and the Capitals going to get this one up and down the ice. Habs are 1 for 3 tonight. Now, they have been very sloppy on the power play. The power play goal came right off the draw, and it was a beautiful backhanded tip. George, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's see if they tighten it up here. Slafkovsky, he's going to spin around, plays this out. Hudson is going to touch it, and that's an offside call. So again, sloppy pass here by Slafkovsky. Hudson tried to pull it in and then tried to pull it out, but gets nailed for the offside. 4-3 is the score. Montreal has the lead. Washington has a 2-0 lead in the series. Let's go. Suzuki in to take this draw. He's going to be against Dowd. Off the draw at the side of the net. Montreal going to hammer this one in. Faceoffs have been much closer. Montreal at one point had a 70% in the faceoff circle. It is now 50-50. Let's go. Florida Park Explorers, our partner channel. Welcome in the Bear Shark. Floyd, what's going on? Go Habs, go. Montreal cycling it around. They're bringing it up. Here comes Suzuki. In over the line, dropping it for Slafkovsky. Slaffy Taffy going to send this around to Suzuki. He bobbles it. Slaffy's getting up there. Comes to the line. Hudson across. Here's Demidov to Hudson. Hudson looking. Demidov wants it. Hudson shoots. That's a nice save by Thompson again. They can't get it because there's no rebound. Caulfield going to keep this one in to Hudson, and they're going to say hand pass. They're going to say hand pass, and Caulfield has said no, it was an elbow. Oh my goodness.
Just a moment ago, the E-Bug is on the bench. He has a jersey and all. Patrick Chevrevis apparently.
So the E-Bug is on the bench. Patrick Chevrevis is the E-Bug. It's an E-Bug situation. So Sam Montembeault not returning. So the E-Bug situation. E-Bug is on the bench. Wouldn't that be incredible? Thank you so much. 97. Who's going to put us over? Face off just outside the zone. Setting it up, trying to bring this one through. Drop it. Come on, drop it. Dan, it's emergency backup goaltender. Emergency backup goaltender. You need to have a backup goaltender on the bench. So when your starter goes down, your backup comes in and your starter cannot return, they bring up an emergency backup. I'll explain more at the next commercial break. Matheson trying to hold this one in. Cap's going to steal. They're going to play this one down. 30 seconds to go in the power play. So in every building, there is one emergency backup. Demidov, welcome back. Good to see you. They're going to play this one up over the line. Dropping this one back. Suzuki to the line. Matheson to Suzuki. Suzuki sending it down. Washington doing a nice job being aggressive. Montreal playing it to the line, but it's the wrong side, and it's going to come out. 8 seconds to go. They're going to play this one up, bringing it right back in. Here's Suzuki. Puts it across. Here's a blast. A rebound. What a save. How did they keep that one out? Gallagher a point blank into an empty net, and somehow Thompson, Superman diving across, keeps it out. Coming to Gallagher again. He shoots that one wide. Power play has expired. Matheson, Newhook, down in the corner. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Here's a blast from the point, and that's going to go wide. Matheson getting bumped. The goalie stick is loose. Goaltender has no twig. Comes to the side. Chychrun, he's going to flip this one up. Habs Matheson going to settle it down. They're going to send it across and bring this right back in. The goaltender still cannot get his stick. Cap's going to get this one back out. And the Habs going to dump it right back in again. Now Thompson can go pick up the stick. Nancy coming in with the subscribe, and there it is. 26,100. Thank you all so much. Keep it going. Let's get it to 105. Let's get it to 105. Lucas, Montembeault went down. We don't know. He grabbed his left leg. So it could be a calf or a hamstring issue. We don't know. Bringing this one back around to the line. Washington. They're going to bring this one in. Here comes Strome. Strome shooting. Nice save by Dobish. Directs it into the corner. 10:25 to go. Lots of time. Montreal settling it down, playing this one back around behind the net. They're settling this one down. Has an E-Bag ever played in a playoff game? LP, that's a great question. I don't know about a playoff game. I'm sure it must have happened. This is going to be tipped in. Demidov racing in after it. Demidov with it. He's going to send this one back to the line, but he splits the defense, and it's going to roll all the way back on Dovish. Dovish going to pull it out and stick handles behind the net. Montreal going to flip this one up. Less than 10 minutes to go. Capitals are starting to press. Here they come. Cross ice. Leonard. He's curling in. Backhand. It's blocked. This is going to be poked away by Demidov. Picked up here. Coming across. Here's a shot. No, they pass it across. A shot from the point. Holy smokes. Montreal picking up the loose puck. That shot was high. This coming over to Slafkovsky. He's going to backhand this, and it's going to come out. Everybody's going to tag up. Tommy, how's it going? Welcome in. Andre, thank you up for hitting that subscribe. Thank you so much. And welcome in. We are here. We are here. Thanks, Nancy. We are here every night. We'll be back for 2 games tomorrow. Here comes Caulfield. Caulfield, backhanded pass. That's going to get knocked away. Matheson had to pull back. Here comes Chychrun. Chychrun down low in the corner. Matheson going to put him in there. Slafkovsky up on Eller. The stick, Chychrun's stick is curling this puck around the corner. They're going to keep it in. It's blocked. Montreal's, they're going to play this one out and down the ice. No icing called. 8:45 to go. 8:45. This coming to the line. Suzuki trying to hold it in. It's there. Slafkovsky has it bobbling to Suzuki. Side for Caulfield with a shot and a nice save by Thompson. This is going to be played around down in the corner. Cap's going to sit on this. Wow, it's been a long time. We haven't had a whistle for quite a while. Let's go. Good goaltending at both ends of the ice. If you missed it, Sam Montembeault left the game towards the end of period number 2 with an apparent leg injury. So Dobish has come in since. Montreal in the corner, trying to dig this one out, trying to fish it out. Washington coming away with the puck. That's stolen. Here come the Habs on the far side. Going to dump it in, trying to bank it off. Big rebound. And they can't get up there. Gallagher coming close. Dvorak sending it in. There's a takedown at the side of the net. As well, if you missed it, at the end of the second period, we had a full bench brawl. Both teams left the benches as they were going to leave. Here's a shot that goes wide. And a big brawl started. Tom Wilson and Josh Anderson fell through the door and ended up fighting along the Washington bench while everybody else was going at it on the ice. This is going to be stolen and pulled away. Here comes Hudson. 7:27 to go. Passing this one ahead to Heineman. Heineman down in the corner. He has it taken away by Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Heineman playing it out in front with a shot. That's going to sail wide. Evans trying to cover as Hudson's going to pinch up. Holy smokes. Seriously, where was this Montreal team for game 1 and 2? Van Riemsdyk going to cycle it around. Montreal has the lead 4-3. 7 minutes to go. This is going to be intercepted by Newhook. Newhook going to bring this one back in. He's going to dump this one down in the corner. Took a funny hop off and came right towards Thompson. He had to be careful. Sophie, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you. A cup of coffee. Thank you for the follow. Here come the Caps. It's stolen by Slafkovsky. He's going to bring it in. Slafkovsky, drop pass, back. He scores! Holy, Slafkovsky just saved money on Geico. What a goal. There is some insurance with 6:37 to go. Montreal is up 5-3 and Thompson is down. Thompson is still down. He has not gotten up. He is very slowly turning over from his side. Thompson is hurt. Thompson is hurt while they are celebrating. I can't believe this. Are we going to be in a game where both starting goaltenders suffer injuries? A nice pass, the return, and he puts it in, and the Washington Capital player racing back. I think this is going to be Strome. Strome absolutely plows over his own goaltender. A cross-check to the face of Thompson. Strome coming in hard, cross-check to the neck of Thompson, plows him over at the side of the net. Slafkovsky gets the goal, but this is a serious situation for Thompson as Strome absolutely destroys him. Cross-check to the net, he hits the back of his head on the post. The trainer is up, whoa, and he can't even stand. He cannot stand. So Thompson is having difficulty standing. So he's being helped off by 2 players. This is not a good moment. So Logan Thompson is being helped off the ice. So that could be a major concussion. Cross-check to the throat, and his head hit the post. He cannot stand on his own. He is all wobbly. He doesn't know what planet he's on right now. I've never seen a playoff game where both starting goaltenders get knocked out with injuries.
That knee, look at the left knee. The skate blade.
Oh my goodness.
And the weight of Strome is on him.
So maybe this could be a knee injury. They're saying the way his knee bent is not good. Oh my goodness. Listen, I know this is playoffs and I know this is next level, but you don't want to see guys get hurt. So very, very unfortunate situation. Sam Montembeault left the game in the second period, and now Thompson is going to leave. Lindgren is going to have to come in. Lindgren has an 0-4 playoff record. You know, it's going to be amazing because both these tenders have been incredible. So Florida, or Dave, the E-Bug is already suited up. So the E-Bug situation, each building has one E-Bug, one emergency backup. Because you don't usually see this situation happen. So the backup is already set up on the Montreal bench. So
asking the referee why he can't get a warm-up.
I don't know what's going to happen now. I think the E-Bug must be prepared to go in for either team. So in each game, there's only one emergency backup. And he will go in for either team, which is why we saw in Toronto, he was the Zamboni driver for the Marlies. He was the backup for the game. And when Carolina's goaltender went in, he went in for Carolina. So the emergency backup will play for either team. This is nuts. So the referees, I don't know what they're looking at here. So Sam Montembeault left the game with injury. He did not, Dobish did not get a chance to warm up. They're asking for a chance for Lindgren to warm up. He shouldn't get a chance either. And yes, Dallas, that was that one game in Toronto. We saw the E-Bug going to the net, and it was Curtis Joseph. Curtis Joseph has been the E-Bug, but he did not play. That would have been something. Cam, that's an interesting situation. Here we go. 6.5 minutes to play. Montreal up by 2. 5-3 is the score. 5-3 is the score. This coming around, Habs trying to feed this one out. Washington bringing it in, bringing it to the line. Here comes Montreal. 2-on-1. Montreal shooting. Good save by Lindgren. His first shot, and that had to be a solid one. Who's the E-Bug we want? Cujo or Pavitt, right, Jonathan? They're going to go to commercial break. But I'll never forget when we saw that shot. In Dallas, I believe you were actually away. You were away that game on vacation. And they showed Curtis Joseph with the bag over his shoulder, walking in the back halls to get ready in case he was needed. It was crazy. I've never seen where both goaltenders get knocked out with injury. You'll see maybe out for the rest. Joseph, the way he looked there, I would agree. I would agree. All right, so your goaltenders now, it's Lindgren. Lindgren for Washington. It's Dobish for Montreal. So Dobish has been playing really, really good hockey. Lindgren just coming in, and it's Charlie Lindgren, by the way, who's 6'2", 190 pounds. Lindgren, he did play for Montreal from 15-16 through to 19-20. He then went to the Blues, 21-22, and then in 22-23 came to the Washington Capitals. In the regular season, in 22-23, he played he started 26 games. He had 13 wins. 23-24, he started 48 games, had 25 wins. And this year, he started 38 games and had 20 wins. But he has not seen much playoff success. He played last year, 4 games started, 4 losses. He had a 3.58 goals against and an 8.64 save percentage in the playoffs last year. So, very interesting situation. We don't often see this. Both goaltenders, though, with bad injuries. Obviously, that Lindgren one was pretty nasty. The Sam Montembeault one could be a pull. We'll have to see tomorrow what they come back with. All right, back from commercial break. This has been an absolutely insane game. From both starters getting hurt to a full-out bench brawl where both benches were emptied and we had Wilson and Anderson fighting along the bench. This is like a movie. So Anderson is back on the bench, of course. Their time has been served. Sonny, how's it going? Off the draw, Washington back with it. They're going to start to play this one up. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go in a crazy wild one. Here's Mangiapane with a shot. Dovish with a blocker save. He kind of overplayed it. This coming back across. And Montreal going to bring it out to the center line. Suzuki going to dump this one down. I expect Montreal to play a lot of dump and chase right now. A lot. Turning it around. Here we go. This is going to be flipped up. Roy dumping it down in the corner. This crowd is super loud. Slavkovsky going to play it around, and Montreal again going to just flip this one out. 5.5 to go. Now, you don't want to just keep doing this over and over because eventually Washington's going to get a rush. Here comes Chychrun bringing it in. It's still a lot of time left. Ovechkin lets it come out of the zone. They have to tag up. Habs are going to set up behind the net. Here comes the forecheck, and the ref blowing the whistle. Guy's not hearing the whistle. And I guess this was going to be an offside. Listen to this crowd. Ole, ole. Unbelievable. What a crowd here in Montreal tonight. This is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. Just wild. Just wild. But this is hockey. This is hockey. Off the draw, Montreal going to win this one back. 10 shots in this period for the Habs, 5 for the Capitals. Down in the corner, this coming around. Let's see it. Montreal fans, flood this chat for a minute with ole, ole, ole. Let's cheer along. This coming around, Washington going to play this one back. And if you're enjoying this call, make sure to hit that subscribe. Armia going to throw this one in, and again, it's going to be stopped. So we're going to get a face-off coming up here. There it is. A cup of coffee's getting it going. They're going to take a commercial break. So we're going to ole, ole, ole through this commercial break because they are playing phenomenal hockey right now. This Montreal team is nothing like we have seen all series. Welcome in, folks. Thank you for joining us. Again, as a reminder, tomorrow we're here for 2 games. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. 2 games tomorrow. Florida Panthers, Tampa Bay Lightning, 1 o'clock game time. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock, it's the Battle of Ontario, the Maple Leafs and the Ottawa Senators. Hockey Night in Canada. Oh, man. We're not going to say it. We know what they're going to do. They're up 3-0 right now. The only team up 3-0 looking to get it done. So we have a couple big games on the schedule for tomorrow. And we have a couple surprises up our sleeve. I'm not wearing full sleeves. We have a couple surprises tucked up there for tomorrow. So it's going to be a great game. I hope you'll join us. And let's go. Let's just finish this one out strong because they are playing very, very, very good. Coyote, I'm with you 100% on that. 100% on that. But boy, oh boy, oh boy. Slavkovsky getting the insurance. Dvorak with the go-ahead goal. I mean, amazing, amazing. Ovechkin has his goal. Caulfield, Suzuki have their goals as well. So the top line really coming through. Top line just playing tremendous hockey. Mike, we'll see. We'll see. No, stranger, I'm sorry. It's still not a new car. But one day, when we find, if there's a car dealer out there that wants to sponsor us with a car giveaway, we'll absolutely be happy to run it. We'll run it. If someone wants to give a car away, we'll do it. All right, coming back from commercial break, I got 2 of the 3 giveaways we've done all packaged up and ready to go out. And I meant to send those out this week, but I need to go buy 1 more stamp. I'm 1 stamp short. So I'll take those to the post office and get that done, and we will get those out. All right. Let's do it. Sebastian, how's it going? Here's a long shot right on. Another good save. Caps come back and win, or Habs win. Sebastian, with 4:45 to going with a 2-goal lead, listen, anything is possible, but I think Montreal is going to hold this one down. Nino, how's it going? Welcome in. Thanks for the join. Serious drama here in this game. Sam, what's going on? Thank you so much. Serious drama. Both starting goaltenders getting knocked out. Off the draw. This one coming back to the line. Habs have it. Long shot. That's going to sail just wide. Side at the net. Stolen here by Gallagher. Goes backhand. It's down in front. Lindgren can't see it. They bring it up. Montreal keeps it in. Gallagher again. Another shot. And a huge shot block. They steal it in front again. Another opportunity. Comes to Matheson. Matheson going down low. Penalty coming up here to Washington for a cross check. And of course, the crowd is going to draw in the corner. Carlson and Dvorak come together. Tom Wilson in there. Guess who he's having some conversations with? Because I can't see because this camera angle is terrible. But Chychrun went for a big cross check on Gallagher. He goes down. And it's Josh Anderson. So Tom Wilson coming over to get at Josh Anderson again. And Anderson and Wilson still talking with the linesman in between them. And there's a fan in a Quebec Nordiques jersey with the double bird in Tom Wilson's face. He's yelling, trying to yell through the boards at him. But Anderson and Tom Wilson still talking at each other. The linesman and the referee are between them.
Well, there's no doubt with 4:23, these two guys look like they've discussed that it's time to do this dance at some point
being
here.
both taken off.
I think we possibly might see it
4:23 to go. Will we see a fight the next time they're on against each other? Let's get it to 26-120. George, I like how you think. 5 subs away from 120. Smash that subscribe.
You've got a 5-3 lead. You've got the upper hand.
Let's go. 4:23 to go. 4:23 to go. 5-3 are the lead. That's right, Steven. The double bird. So Chychrun goes to the box. Suzuki, Caulfield, Slavkovsky off the draw. This is going to come back to Demidov. He's going to pump it over to Hudson. He's going to play this one back in the middle of the ice. Here comes Suzuki. They're going to rush this one up to the line, bringing it into the zone. Here's Demidov. Backhanding it around. It's going to come to Slavkovsky. He's going to put it around. Not enough oomph on that one. And that's intercepted in the Caps. Going to put this one all the way down. So Dobish is going to stop this behind. Under 4 minutes to go. Under 4. Here comes Hudson. Hudson going to carry this one up. Hudson on the move. Hudson dancing in. He's going to stop and turn around. Feeding it back to Slavkovsky. It's stolen. Caps coming up. Great quick stick to steal it back. Slavkovsky playing this one back. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in, Nikki. Here we go. Off the draw. Hudson going to put it over. Hudson getting it back. Putting this to Slavkovsky. Slavkovsky down around the boards. In the corner. Montreal. Back to Hudson. Over to Demidov. Down low to Demidov. Demidov to Slavkovsky in front with a shot, and that one misfires. Hudson pinching up. He's going to grab this one. Hudson chipping this one back in the corner. Around to Slavkovsky behind the net. He's going to give it over to Caulfield, to Demidov at the point. Up to Caulfield. Caulfield to Demidov. Demidov down low. Slavkovsky misses it. Suzuki puts it in front. Nobody's there. Washington going to put it off the boards and down the ice. 2:45 to go. 20 seconds left in the power play. 2:40 to go. Slavkovsky having conversations as he comes off. Floyd saying Montreal in 7. Wouldn't that be something? This chip down in the corner. Newhook cycling around. Gallagher getting it. 2 subs away. 2 subs away. In front. They score! Alex Newhook puts this one home. Newhook drives it in. 6-3. Unbelievable. Where was this team for the first 2 games? Where was this team? Unbelievable. Newhook, it's a power play goal. His first. This was incredible. Right all alone in the slot. He absolutely buries it. There we go. Thank you for that subscribe. One subscriber away. Who's it going to be? Who's going to put us over 120? Newhook rifles it. Eric, it was a great game. Listen, can't take anything away from the Caps, man. They played really, really solid. And that's why it's playoff hockey. You win some, you lose some. It's a best of 7. Montreal is playing phenomenal right now. There it is. Thank you so much. Sebastian with the go. Habs go. 217. 500 people here. Thank you all so much. Don't forget about that thumbs up as well. Keep hitting that thumbs up. Off the draw. Back to the line. Newhook from Gallagher and Matheson. Puck is at the side of the net. Montreal picking it up. Here's a sharp angle shot. That's going to get knocked down. Dvorak behind the net. Trying to bring this one back out in front. Cycling around. Tied up there is Gallagher. This coming away. Totally thought Caps would take it, but no way. Montreal won. Jeff, they wanted it more. They are playing just that way. This coming around down in the corner. Caps trying to move it up. Here's Pierre-Luc Dubois. He trips on the face-off circle. He's going to play it back. 1:44 to go. Newhook is from my hometown, Newfoundland. There you go, George. Newhook is awesome. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. This down in the zone. Everybody is standing, waving their towels. They are waving those towels. Let's go. There we go. We'll get the lights going. You can't really see it, but that's okay. So that's going to go up and over the glass. 1:19 to go. 1:19. Laine was benched, Jeremy. That is correct. Laine was benched tonight. Struble not in tonight's game. Jack-Eye was in for Struble, and Kapanen was in for Laine. And what a difference. So I would expect there will be no roster changes for the next game. And hopefully Sam Montembeault and Thompson are both okay as they both go out. Yeah, really nice game. Really nice game. Another shot right on, and that's going to be covered up. Some more pushing in front of Armia is getting tied up with Roy. That's going to draw a little bit of a crowd here. 14 shots for Montreal in this period, 5 for the Capitals. Montreal, so here's somebody giving the message to Marty St. Louis. It was one of these kind of hidden mouth messages, and Marty St. Louis kind of rolled his eyes. So I'm sure that was news about Sam Montembeault, and it didn't look like a good reaction. 40 shots here for Montreal. They were double digits in every period. We'll break down all the stats at the end of this game. Last minute to play in this period. Get those balloons going. This coming around. Washington with 50 seconds to go. They're going to bring this one up. Driving towards the middle of the ice. Here's a long shot. Dobish makes the save. Rebound. They're going to pull it through and clear. 35 seconds to go. This is going to be dumped back in again. Jack-Eye back to pick this one up in the corner. Stick around for a few minutes after the stream. We're going to run through all the stats, all the goal scorers. And before we get you on your way, CC, how's it going? Huge win here for Montreal. They're going to send this one all the way down the ice. Cap's going to pick it up. 10 seconds to go. The ole, ole, oles. We're going to let the crowd bring it home. Great game as the Montreal Canadiens win their first of the series by a score of 6-3. This was absolutely phenomenal. This crowd is amped up. We've seen everything today in this game. Absolutely everything. And again at the whistle, Van Riemsdyk was trying to steal the puck away as they were trying to pick it up to give to, I guess, Dobish for his first win, picking up the win here. Dobish had to come in. Such a bizarre hockey game. Both starting goaltenders get knocked out. Montembeault left with an apparent leg injury. Thompson, he left the game with injury. Both goaltenders leaving with injuries, but it's Montreal who gets this one done. It was absolutely a phenomenal game. Here are your goal scorers. It all started with McMichael picking up his third from Roy in Sandine. Carrier, he gets his first from Newhook and Evans. It was then Suzuki in the second period on the power play, his second unassisted. Chychrun gets his first from Magniapane and Ellard. Then it was Caulfield, his second from Hudson in the third period. It was, Ovechkin, his third from Strome and Bavoulier. Then Dvorak, his second from Savard and Armia. Then Slafkovsky, his first from Caulfield. Alex Newhook, he then puts it away on the power play from Gallagher and Matheson. It was absolutely amazing finish. Let's flip things over to our post-game screen. So I don't even think I have it here. All right, we'll go to this screen. We're going to go over here. We'll bring up the stats so you can see it. There we go. This was an unbelievable finish. Let's run through this. Ulysses coming in with the super chat. Ulysses, thank you so much. Stanley Cup for you, my friend. $10 super chat for Sam and the experience. Why, thank you. I appreciate you very much for that. All right, so look at these stats. First, before we get into those stats, total shots, 40 for Montreal. It breaks down 15, 11, and 14 over the 3 periods. For the Caps, they had 21, 7, 7, and 7. Tyler coming in with that subscribe. Alex, it was a phenomenal performance. Welcome in. And there you go, just to my side, the 3 stars for tonight's game. Slafkovsky, star number 3. Carrier, star number 2. And Cole Caulfield, star number 1. Absolutely tremendous performance for everybody. It's going to be an awful feeling to take out your own goalie. Yeah, that was a crazy bang up. We have a birthday in the house. Onyx, whose birthday is it? We got a birthday in the house. Well, happy birthday, whoever's birthday that was. 91.5 decibels was registered. Glenn, wow. Wow, they were loud. They were great. If they wouldn't win tonight, I was going to submit myself to score X semi-pro. Alex, nice. That's awesome. All right, so they get it done. Really good game. 40 shots to 21, 53.7% in the face-off circle for Montreal. Montreal, at one point in this hockey game, they were up to 70%. 70%. That is wild. But Washington brought it back. Montreal goes 2 for 5 on the power play, so 40%. That's all right. Capitals go 0 for 2. A lot of penalty minutes here. 24 penalty minutes for Washington, 18 for Montreal. And the way these break down, it was no big deal. The first period, Leonard had an unsportsmanlike. Suzuki, he had a slashing. Newhook a tripping. It was all fine. It was all tame. Then things started to get a little crazy. This second period, Duhaime gets called for the illegal check to the head against Savard. So if Duhaime is getting called for an illegal check to the head, you know that's going to be reviewed by the league. You know there very well could be some disciplinary action there. It's Steven's birthday. Happy birthday, Steven. Happy birthday. There it is, putting the W's in the chat. The W's for the big win. It was huge. He also, Duhaime, moments later, well, when that expired, he then got another penalty for interference. Then things got a little crazy. At the end of the period, a full-out bench clearing brawl. And I say bench clearing because both benches had emptied as they were getting ready to leave the ice. And then all hell broke loose. Arbor Jackeye, he took a roughing against Eller. Eller takes a roughing. Tom Wilson and Josh Anderson start pushing and shoving up against the boards. Anderson falls through the boards, through the door. And then it was Tom Wilson who pushes the linesman in the door. He follows him up and they're fighting across the Washington bench. So they both got 2 minutes for roughing and misconducts, 10 minutes misconducts. It was crazy. Then in the third period, Van Riemsdyk and Chychrun each took a couple penalties as well. So the minutes do add up. 46 hits for Montreal, 26 for Washington. Washington, who has been the more dominant team, they delivered 26 hits. Montreal, the much smaller team, delivered 46, which is a monster. 19 block shots for Washington, 11 block shots there for Montreal. Habs in 6 or 7. Caden, if they play like this, they will be undeniable. If they play like this, they will be absolute beasts. A lot of giveaways. Washington, 17 giveaways, 10 giveaways for Montreal. Again, we saw a ton of giveaways in these games. When we take a look for Montreal, because I was so impressed with this team right now, the amount of hits that were thrown. Gallagher, 6 hits. Anderson, 6 hits. Heineman, 5 hits. 4 hits for Evan. 3 hits for Suzuki. 3 hits for Slafkovsky. 2 hits for Caulfield. 2 hits for Demidov. And Dvorak with a hit. That is crazy. On the defensive side, 4 hits for Jackeye. 3 hits for Matheson. 3 hits for Goalie. 3 hits for Carrier. And 1 hit for Savard. Absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. The amount of hits we saw coming out. All in all, this was a really, really good game. 2 points for Caulfield, 2 points for Newhook, and a bunch of guys with 1. So it was an awesome game. New York, Neil, thank you so much. I appreciate it. This was amazing. This was a team that if Montreal played like this throughout the first 2 games, it would be a very different story. A very different story. And this is amazing to see. So, Jambi, Demidov was there. Demidov was there. He had an okay game. He didn't have a spectacular game. He had an okay game. He's putting himself in the right positions. No points. He was an even, which is good. He played about 15 and a half minutes tonight, 17 shifts. Don't forget, he came into the league. He only played 2 games before the playoffs started, right? So he's only played 5 total games at the NHL level. He's still trying to find his way through, trying to figure out how to go. So he's still growing. He will get better. He looks a little uncomfortable at times with the puck, but he's awesome. Thank you, Glenn. Brendan Hagel, he did okay. So Rick, he was suspended 1 game. That was a nasty hit on Barkov. So I'm glad he got suspended. Unfortunately, it's only 1 game though. Personally, I think it probably should have been 2 or 3. Hopefully Barkov is okay. Hopefully he's able to go tomorrow night. In LP, yes. Imagine that situation if both teams needed the e-bug. That would have been bizarre. That would have been so wild. I've never seen a situation like that come up. Both teams lose their starting goalies. It's incredible. You still need the post-game chat. Stefan, not tonight. We will return next week with our post-game members-only chats. So that will come up next week. I haven't picked the date yet, but we'll try and do 1 or 2 of them every week, just with the amount of games and how we're streaming every night. Usually what happens is we kind of end things here and I start getting things teed up for the next night. So we got 2 games tomorrow. So I wanted to spend an extra few minutes here tonight because this game was so incredible. And by the way, we need 1 more like. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, we need 1 more like to get to 200. This game was so incredible. I thought it warranted sticking around for a few minutes and having a conversation. And Bearded Bear, thank you so much for hitting that follow. Really, really appreciate it. No, I appreciate it. There it is. Thank you for hitting that like. Good night, Eric. Take care. Ultimately, this was a phenomenal effort by Montreal. If they can play like this, game in and game out, we're going to see the likes of what we haven't seen from this team in a long time. They're known as a small, skillful team. The fact that they're banging and crashing and playing around is absolutely amazingly wild, and I love to see every second of it. All right, so we got, like I said, 2 games coming up tomorrow night, or tomorrow. We're going to say goodnight. We're going to wrap it up. I'm going to go start plugging in and getting things ready. I'll put the Oiler game in the background. Hopefully Edmonton has a big game tonight. Hopefully the Oilers can get that one done. We hope. So good luck, Edmonton. We'll see what you can do. We'll be back here tomorrow. I hope you'll join us at some point throughout the day. We're going to have a lot of fun. I want to thank our mods. Thank you, mods, for everything you do every single day. I know it's a roller coaster ride, and I appreciate it. Thank you to Ulysses. Thank you to Crims for the super chats. It's amazing. Thank you to all of our channel members for being members and supporting us, helping us go a long way. So this is just amazing. This is just great. Congratulations, Habs fans. Huge game for you all. Hope they can keep it going. And we will see you all tomorrow. 1 o'clock is the game time. We will go live just beforehand, and we're going to have a party. Also, tomorrow is Canada's Wonderland Pass Holder Day. So if you're a season pass holder and you're making your way to Canada's Wonderland tomorrow for the day, put us on your phone, check in. You'll be able to see what the score is of the earlier games, and then hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. Vi, what's going on? Welcome in. No Caps win tonight. It's all Montreal. Figured they could win tonight, but what a big win it was. It was, Stephen. It was huge, and it was great to see. All right, folks. Have an amazing night. Thank you for a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Get some sleep. Have a good one, or stay up. Oh, by the way, Calvin Pickard. We talked about it the other day. Pickard is the starting goaltender for the Oilers tonight. They did make that change. We talked about it. That is going to be the case. All right, I'm going for real. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Go Hockey, go. This is just amazing. What an evening. Take care, everybody. We'll see you later.